think I knew that. Oh yeah,
See
there it is. Yeah,
there you go. The big red shiny red button. For what, I have no idea. What's going on, guys? How you doing, YouTubes? Matt from Massive Beers and this
Keith from 93 Lumber. And
from
actually, I can say that without just feeling ridiculous because it's.
It's still like, ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but it's an actual thing now, so it's like.
Yeah. For better or for worse, it's an actual thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, definitely for worse. Definitely
for worse. Earlier in the week, Keith is like, "Hey, anybody up for a live stream?" In one of our group chats with a bunch of the beer tubing guys, and nobody ever says anything, so that kind of whatever. and then I kind of wanted to do a live hang today, and I was like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what are we gonna talk about? So it's like, fuck it, let's just go on. If people want to come on, we'll come on. Keith's like, oh, come on. He's like, oh no, I can't come on because I have a video uploading and it's gonna take 36 hours. And I was like, you just close out and start it again, and it'll just pick up. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. She's like, talk me into that shit. So we decided to do a live hang, and we're just gonna chit chat. Nothing really specific. We're going to watch a little bit of GABF awards. That'll be going live in about 10 minutes. So we're going to go through that. There's 3 sections. It's going to be a long award ceremony. I'm guessing hours long. So we're probably not going to cover the whole thing, but we'll watch the good portion of it. The first portion is like adjunct beers, like wheat beer and shit like that, and adjunct laden beers, and the middle portion is lager, and then the end is like, I think, stouts and hazy. So we'll kind of cancel out by then, I would assume. But yeah, other than that, what's going on, brother?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Open, just hanging out, trying to figure out what's wrong with all of my audio and all of my videos.
Did you ever think that maybe the person it's user error?
It's well, like the first few were fine, and then I don't know what happened with the last batch. It's like because I recorded 2 and both of them are not great. So then I recorded, I think, 2 or 3 other ones. So I have to find out if those are terrible too.
You should come over here and I don't mean it in like a condescending way, but you should just come over here and let me show you how to do it, so you could save your time. No, not that you don't know how to do it, because you're musically inclined if you've dealt with editing audio and all that stuff. But like for me to drop out audio in a file typically, and I don't really care half the time. That's why my audio is not perfect, but it's like the time I spend editing audio from my videos usually ranges anywhere between 5 to 15 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's until I started doing it. It must be something with down here, because I haven't had any issues until I started recording stuff down here, and even the first couple videos were fine, but.
No, it could be something. Remember when we did the Shelton Brothers podcast, and I was getting that weird noise, and I remember, and I was like, it had to be like the escalator or something like that. So you couldn't hear it when we were sitting there, but I could hear it in the recording. Right. So I think it was just some kind of frequency. And you're next to like a server rack, right?
Yeah, but it's not that, because I was more worried about the furnace, because the furnace is like 15 feet away from me, and there's basically nothing between me and the furnace. So I was worried about that, but I don't know. It must be. Actually, it might be. Actually, now that you say that, the electrical box is right here. Could that be?
Maybe. The best thing I did for sound dampening and soundproofing for me was I went on eBay and I purchased like it was like a 4 or 6 pack of moving blankets. And what I did was I hung those on the opposite side of my wall where all the noises and interference was coming from, and just double stacked them. so you can't even see them, but they act as like a really good dampener,
right?
For all that kind of stuff. And like I have all the black foam shit, kind of like you do, for sound dampening because I'm in such a hard room. Trying to get reflections down and stuff like that. It's not for looks. I actually put it up pretty shittily, but but that's the best thing you do. So I would just, like I said, the first thing you should do is go, not even record real videos. Just go somewhere else, and hit record and let it go for 3 minutes, then stop it, hit record, stop it, hit record. So you do a bunch of recordings so that you're kind of have not one test, and then go and listen to those random recordings to see if you pick up any of those interference in a different location. If you do like 10 1-minute videos and all 10 are clean, then chances are it's not your mic, it's your environment. So you try to basically whittle down, is it the environment or is it your microphone? So So got a bunch of people chiming in already. We have Thomas from Window Beer Reviews. What's going on? He says hi. Hatchy Malachi, as I like to call him, says perfectly late as usual. That's because I didn't put a time on this. I just kind of said going live from, I don't know, 40 minutes ago. So anyway, KPU up there with the high life. You know about it, son. Hell yeah. Drinking time. And he says, Hatchy Malachi, Matt really wants us to know he's drinking high life. Yeah, because when he's not here, he's sipping champagne, baby. Better than champagne. True and agree. Max up in the piece, 93 Lumber. Cheers, guys. Max is awesome. He's the one that sends me that last mail I got with the Fox Farms and all that kind of stuff. A bunch of beers that I think we drank outside. Oh, yeah. And Keith, yes, Keith asks, KPU asks, what's your band's name?
My band name is The Business Fairy.
Where can I find a Business Fairy? You're just strictly on what is it?
You can find me on YouTube.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, yeah. Bandcamp and YouTube are the two big ones.
Because Bandcamp's been knocking off their fees, right?
Yeah, they've been doing the first Friday of every month is fee free, but you still have PayPal or whoever still takes their fees on that day. So, but it's less fees taken out, I guess. But nobody buys my music anyway, so it doesn't affect me at all.
Fuck yeah. What are you drinking?
Black is Beautiful. The Bomb
Start
Place.
off with session beer.
Bomb Place Country Club. Well, yeah. I got this book. I got this Beer and Racism book.
Yeah.
And I started reading it. And I was like, oh, Black is Beautiful is probably a good beer to drink during that or whatever. So I was just
Spoiler alert if everybody wants to mute this. What did you think of that beer?
This one?
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Are you being nice? Because I thought it was pretty not okay.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was good. I thought I think it's kind of weird because like all of the flavors, like all the different flavors, like the Sabro hops, the coconut, the barrel. I'm not even sure what kind of barrel they blended, bourbon or whatever it was. They all kind of seem to meld together in this like one weird flavor, but I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah, mine. I was really disappointed, and it kind of sucks because I love Bond so much, and I'm so I'm very, very, very much about the Black is Beautiful beers, and I said I don't care, that I bought it, and I go, oh, wait a minute, I didn't buy it. Keith bought it, but I'm not sad Keith bought it, but it was pretty disappointing. Mine was flat as fuck, like flat as fuck. Like I poured it out, I was like, oh, this has no carbonation whatsoever, and
yeah, this one. It's not super carbonated.
Yeah, it was just kind of poopy. It was by far and away, without a doubt, the least pleasurable. It was the least pleasurable Black is Beautiful beer I've had.
Really?
Sucks because I love Bond. Yeah, Yeah, and I'm fucking Bond till I die. You know what I mean?
Oh
That's my...
no, it's one of the no. I was saying what to the one of the worst ones.
No, I said yeah, and I'm just feels bad because it's
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think
we
it's
got
one of the
we
worst
got a
ones.
hot we got a hot
Oh,
debate going on right now. By the way, we got business what? And
oh yeah.
Hatchimalashi said business very or business furry, and that my answer is yes. And then Cape used business fury.
None of those things. It's fairy, Fairy. It's kind of a long story. I got it. I got the name kind of a while ago, and then when I started playing music, I was like, oh, I need a name, and then I just kind of picked that because it was easy.
Anyway. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this thing up on this screen here. What we're gonna do, guys? What? Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, I was gonna. No, go ahead. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you after.
No, I was just gonna say we're gonna have. I'll probably try to mute this and unmute this as we go along, but we'll have the Great American Beer Festival. For those that don't know what the Great American Beer Festival is, you're weird. But if you want to, let's see here. Why did I close that? If you want to play along, you can actually go to the style and category page of the Great American Beer Festival. I will put it in the comment section right now. And you guys can go play along. We're just going to have this on in the background. We'll kind of talk about this. I think the Great American Beer Festival is a whole bunch of hooey. It's not really a great thing. It's fun to play along and see who wins what, and by who I mean any brewery worth their salt kind of doesn't really give a fuck about the Great American Beer Festival until they win. They want to win an award at the Great American Beer Festival, but they do not give a shit about it once they win. So once they win, then they go, oh, who gives a shit about this thing? And they usually throw the award off the side. Like last time we were talking about Bond Brewing. Bond Brewing won a silver, I think, at the Great American Beer Festival 4 years ago or so. And then like the last time I was at Bomb Place when you could actually sit and drink, someone said, "Oh, you guys won a GABF award." And Sam's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Can I see it?" And he like literally reached behind the cash register and fished around and was like, "I think it's back here somewhere." And he fished around and pulled it out, and there was like shit all over it and stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, here it is." It was like fell behind the cash register. It was all fucking dusty and shit. He's like, "Yeah, I don't fucking care." And that's like pretty much every brewery. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know where it is." I mean, the old school breweries really dig on it. Like if you were to go to Stouts, they have theirs in like a big kind of cordon off kind of thing and whatever. But anyway, why is this not working? Okay, can't find my mouse. There it is. What the hell kind of fruity shit is this? Who is this?
Ooh, I've been there.
You've been to that tap house?
Yeah, once.
But I'm saying, who's this guy?
Oh,
I know him. I just can't remember. I just can't put my finger on who it is.
Yes, I finally made it. The 2020 Great American Beer Festival. It's my favorite event. I haven't missed this in 15 years. And look, 2020 has been awesome already. Am I right? So this has got to be the best year ever. All the brewers I get to meet, all the beers I get to try.
If I ever wear a pretzel necklace, kick my ass, please. Like seriously, just punch me in the fucking face.
I can't wait.
If you stab me in the face with a soldering iron, if you have it while it's hot, that would be even better. Unless I'm like 19 sheets to the wind, hammered out of my mind, then just be like, he's fucking drunk. But I know he's wearing it as a joke. But I don't. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. This is kind of, what is this? I don't know.
And they're just trying. You know what this is? Oh my god, it's horrible. This is like you have to understand they're like shifting here. They're like like put a positive spin on this kind of digital version of it.
Mm.
So they paid like a either in-house advertiser or some low budget like media company to do this for them, because obviously it's not high end stuff. You know, it's kind of like it feels like somebody like from like I don't know, True TV or Spike TV or something like, you know what I mean? It's like
First up, the awards report. But I want to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how all this stuff.
Have you ever been excited about anything from GABF in your life, Keith?
What do you mean?
Like anything?
No.
Like you're like, no. I have actually. Like when like some of the first breweries that started to come up, like when Kane won like best barrel aged beer for End All Dawns like 5 or 6 years ago, I was like, fuck yeah, motherfucker. I was like, you know what I mean? This Jersey just had breweries and they won that.
Yeah.
You know, like when Bond won, that was cool. Like I think Town, what is that? Two Rivers Brewing won. Like local guys win some stuff. Like I'm like, oh, good for you. I mean, I'm not like I'm getting all hot and bothered and excited about it and stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it's super cool when local stuff, local breweries and stuff win. Or, well, I guess it's just breweries. Local breweries win.
Let's be honest.
But yeah. I don't really pay attention enough to like whatever.
Here's just a few of the things that we did.
So what Max is asking, you know, because we were talking about like poopy black is beautiful beers. He's asking, what's the best black and beautiful beer each of you have had so far?
I had I don't know if you still have yours. We were supposed to do a live stream. I don't know if you drank yours.
It was awesome, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the fucking Twin Elephant one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fucking good, dude.
I had that one the other night, and yeah, that was
yeah, that was really good. That was up there, and I think I've really dug. What was it? I liked Magnifies, and there was one other one I really enjoyed. I forget which one it was, but yeah, that the newest one sticks in my brain is definitely that Twin Elephant one. That was really, really good.
Oh, yeah. What was wasn't it one of the? I forget. It's been a little while, so I can't even remember which ones I've had.
Yeah, I have two. I think I have the Bon, and I think I have the Twin Elephant to upload. Maybe I'll upload those tomorrow. But I have two though. I think I have two ready to upload. But I've seen a couple on the shelves. I just haven't picked them up. I don't know why. Because honestly, I don't want to buy a whole 4-pack of Imperial Stout, but I should be buying it and then giving you one and sending two off. I don't know why. I keep forgetting to do that kind of shit. You know. There's Key Cellar for everybody that's wondering. They're actually doing a live stream of Key Cellar right now.
This is my cellar right here. Just one shelf of however many beers.
I will tell you this though. As much as I kind of make fun of and kind of poop on GABF, I will judge there one year. I will do that one year. No, I will. I'll go. It's not that difficult. Not that difficult to go and judge there. Like I could, like, you know, I just ask a couple people and be like, yeah, I want to judge this here. No, they'll probably get me in there.
Are you saying that? Wait, what?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna ask, do you is it easy to judge there, or do you know people who could probably get you a spot judging?
Well, I know for a fact you don't have to be a BJCP certified judge to judge there. You just have to be what they would because I know, like, you know, like I know people who judge there who are absolutely 1000% not BJCP judges or are certified by BJCP. But I think it's more of like does this person kind of know what they're talking about? Because it's not like there's not like 50 judges. There's a ton of judges, and when they have huge competitions like this, they basically what you do is you say, okay, here's all the styles. Which of these styles would you like to judge? And you have to pick like 10 of them, and they whittle you down to 1 or maybe 2 categories that you pick that you're okay with, and then they whittle you down to certain beers within those categories that you can judge. So yeah, I'll do it one year. It's just the logistics actually getting out to Colorado, you know.
I'm ready.
Now this year, I assume they just sent beer to everybody and had them judge remotely. I
Well,
would assume
is
that's
it-
what they did.
Aren't you watching the video?
Yeah.
It looks like people are like actually there and wearing like face
No,
shields.
because but I think that's for show. I think all the beer went to there, and then maybe they boxed up and sent it to judges. Because why would they do that? Why would they say all these judges, but all the beer definitely went there first? But then they probably mailed off all the beer to the judges to actually judge. Because there's no way they would be like, hey, we don't want to have people here. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. You know?
So much work goes into making good craft beer.
La Cumbra Brewing, man. I love La Cumbra.
Recognized by so
It's La Cumbre, but I like saying La Cumbra.
This year has been a really difficult year. So now more
Look at that dude. He's got those 90s earrings I used to put in everybody for fucking 18 years.
I want to wish all of my craft brewing industry colleagues the best of luck in the 2020 GABF.
3 Weavers. That
Mhm.
sounds familiar. Do you know that? Do you know that?
I've never
brewery?
had their stuff, but I've heard about them a ton.
Do good in today's Great American Beer Fest competition.
killing me.
Yeah, La Cumbra Brewing. I think I have a bottle of their stuff.
And now, here to present the 2020
This beer was so fucking good. Where is it? This.
Association competition manager Chris Swersey.
La Cumbra, it's their La Negra, and this is it's a 10% oak age Russian Imperial Stout. This
Before we
shit
get started,
is fucking awesome.
co-founder of Maine Beer Company, the current Brewers Association Board of Directors.
Hi, I'm Dave Seagan, co-founder of Maine Beer Company, Newport, Maine, and also the current chair of the Brewers Association.
I expected him to be older.
I want to welcome everybody, brewers and craft beer.
Well, isn't there like, because doesn't like Maine Beer have like shareholders or something? Isn't it like owned by a guy or there's something? I thought there was some sort of dynamic there that was kind of like not typical, but
All I know is right now, fucking the Blairstown Inn has one of their session pails on draft for fucking growler fills. I think. Straight up. Keith's like, I'm looking it up. It's like 5 minutes from my house. What is it? Which one is it?
Creative, innovative, even under
man,
all of volunteers, judges,
Oh, I can't. Let's see.
helping to pull off. So thanks for tuning in. I want to offer good luck to all the entrants and a congratulations in advance to all the winners.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to pass out some hardware. Big thank you from all of us at Brewers Association.
I actually might
and the entire
get a
US.
fill of that shit tomorrow because I'm going to be up that way.
For the 115
What do they got?
75 volunteers for their dedicated service.
They have Maine Woods and Water American IPA, 6.2%.
7 Brewery of the Year award winner
For growler fill.
5 of the 7 after metal category. Reminder,
They have Zigmeister Falconer on draft too. I love that fucking beer.
The Lion and Mirror, the brewery group.
it's good.
Now let's give U.S. Brewers 272 reasons to celebrate.
Do you prefer the
American style wheat beer, 59 and
base or
10 barrel wheat,
I know they do the double dry hop Galaxy one.
I like the base better.
Emmer,
Yeah, I think I do too.
Cornelius, North Carolina.
Oh, the awards. They're already doing awards. How about this shit?
Whoop wheat.
They're not even fucking around.
Redmond,
10 Barrel Brewing. 10 Barrel fucking Brewing.
category 2.
Isn't 10 Barrel Brewing the fucking Budweiser own
Yeah.
place?
Yeah.
Nah.
Very, very quite contrary. Territorial
Oh,
brewery,
they're just like rolling through 'em.
They're ripping them off. So we might be able to get through all these,
silver
dude.
medal, everything but the food. 1623 Brewing Company, Eldersburg, Maryland. And the gold medal, goes to Strawberry Zwickel Beer, Twin Sisters Brewing Company.
Keith,
Bellingham,
that's
Ohio.
Keith's OnlyFans name. If you want to follow him on OnlyFans, he's Strawberry Zwickel Beer.
The Bronx,
That's actually not a bad name.
No,
It's actually,
you like that one, don't you?
favorite restaurant, Silver Harbor Brewing Company, St. Joseph, Michigan. And the gold medal goes to Lilicoy Capolo, Avery Brewing
Really?
Company,
I
Denver,
like that beer.
Colorado.
It's a good beer.
Category 4, field beer with 107 entries. The bronze goes to No Rules, Heron Brewing Company, Comstock Park, Michigan. The silver medal to Coconut Bly's Barley Wine, Dry Dock Brewing Company, North Dock, Aurora, Colorado. And the gold medal goes to Lime Cucumber Goes, Urban South Brewery.
Urban
Orleans,
South makes good beer.
Louisiana.
They just started getting distro in the PA.
Category
And
5.
I can see a bunch of comments over there, guys. We'll get to those in a second. We got to focus on
bronze
pumpkin beer
medal
right
goes
now.
to Pumpkin Patch Ale, Rogue Ales and Spirits.
Really?
Newport, Oregon.
Yeah.
The silver to Five Phantoms 2018. Phillipsburg Brewing Company, Phillipsburg, Montana. And the gold medal goes to Gorgeous, Noda Brewing Company, North End.
Noda makes good
Charlotte,
beer
North
too.
Carolina.
We had them on the radio show when
Category
I
6, chili beer with 76 entries.
when they did the radio show.
The bronze medal goes to Hatch Chili Gatos, Fate Brewing Company.
Fuck it, I
Scottsdale,
love chili
Arizona.
beers.
The silver goes
know.
to Blano Pills, Cerveceria, Colorado.
one of my favorite ones is from Twin Pines. Twin Pines? Twin
325 pineapple chili.
Two Pines.
Duluth, Minnesota.
Whatever it is. It's in Colorado. They do the
Spice beer with 99 entries.
it's
Bronze
called
medal
Billy's Chilies, I
Living
think.
Michigan Brewing Company, Littleton, Colorado.
I'm trying to think of my favorite.
Silver to Yerba Buena, Del Cielo Brewing Company.
I like it when
Southern
I like
California.
peppers and milk
And the
stouts
gold medal goes to
because-
Allergies, Panther Island Brewing.
because
Fort
I
Worth.
like it when it's so
Category 8,
it's like you think
chocolate
it's gonna get hot, but it
53
never gets there, and that lactose kind of tames that
Bronze
shit.
goes to Von Schrag, Mother's Brewing
What
Company,
what beer is that?
Missouri.
Not any specific beer,
Silver
but
medal.
like chili
Gold
beers with
Small Town Bullet
lactose.
Bourbon Barrel Aged Malted Caramel Dark Chocolate Brownie Milk Stout. Pivo Brewery.
Pivo Brewery. So there's a brewery named after a beer from a
The
brewery.
gold. Main and Six Brewing Company.
Makes sense.
Jacksonville, Florida. Category 9, coffee beer with 72 entries. The bronze, BJ's Coffee Blonde, BJ's Restaurant and Brewery, Reno, Nevada.
BJ's is huge.
The silver,
They're
Yeah.
like
Golden
countrywide. They're
Stout,
like a big like.
Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Anaheim.
Look at that, Carl Strauss coming out of the
Gold
fucking
medal
grave.
goes to Daybreak Brewing Company. I'm sorry, Wolf's Ridge Brewing Production Operations, Columbus, Ohio.
Oh.
Category 10, coffee stout or porter, sponsored by Chart Industries.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna buy chart stuff.
Bronze medal goes to Venti is Large, Hop Dogma Brewing Company, Half Moon Bay, California. The silver to the Rizzo, Rip Beer Company, Huntington Beach, California.
I had a buddy named
Gold medal.
the Jizzo
The Super
once.
Tonic, Joseph Brewing, San Juan Capistrano, California.
I haven't heard of any of these
Category
breweries.
11, specialty beer,
Mm-mm.
35 entries.
What's specialty beer?
This Warrior.
I
Toltec
forget.
Brewing
You have to look at the
Company,
BJCP
Albuquerque,
guidelines.
The silver, the Cookies and Cream Milk Stout.
The link I
Wakanda
put in the
Minnesota.
comments will tell you. Like it goes in
Gold
depth.
Goes to Cocoa Burrito Porter, Shoe Tree Brewing Company, Carson City, Nevada. Category 12, rye beer with 52 entries.
Oh, this
Bronze medal goes to Chuckanut Rye. Chuckanut
Keith's getting
Brewery,
his wiener moves a little bit on this one.
The silver goes to Hugzilla, Gazelig Brewing Company.
These guys going way too fast. I thought this was gonna be a long drawn out thing where we could have
Gold medal goes to
conversation
Crazy
and
Joe
shit.
Great American Restaurants, Sweetwater Tavern, Centerville, Virginia.
Man, these all sound like tiny places that like just
Category 13,
fuck it,
honey
let's
beer
send
with
beer, man.
72 entries.
But it shows you how big
Goes to
beer
Grid
is
City
nowadays.
Honey Cream
Yeah.
Grid City Beer Works.
And it seems like a lot of West Coast
Silver,
going on.
Tra-la-la. Brim
maybe
Liquor-
maybe a bunch of like smaller breweries were like, oh, we're suffering from COVID. We should send beers to GABF to get our name out there
Grim's up there.
Category 14.
for a honey beer.
Or
Yeah.
non-alcohol beer with
Session
79 entries.
beer or non-alcoholic beer. That's two different categories, motherfucker.
Drink IPA. Two Roots Brewing Company, San Diego,
Like
California.
session beer is not even associated. You can't.
To Guillaume. Pizza Port, Ocean Beach. San
Why the
Diego,
fuck would you
California.
combine these categories?
I don't know.
The gold medal goes to Tip the Calf, Single Speed Brewing, Waterloo, Iowa. Category 15, Session India Pale Ale with 94 entries. The bronze goes to On Pins and Needles, Institution Ale Company.
I want all
Amarillo,
these, by the way.
California. The silver,
I wouldn't mind all of these either.
Brew House, Prescott, Arizona. And the gold medal goes to Hefty Fee, Docent Brewing, San Juan,
Never heard of
California.
any of these guys.
Mm-mm.
Category 60, Other Strong Beer, 82.
Whoa! I don't care what it is. I want it.
Low Sabro, Danville Brewing Company, Danville, California. The silver to Crimson King, Accomplice Beer Company, Cheyenne, Wyoming. And the gold medal goes to Rico, Chihuahua Cerveza.
Max commented, actually, Chilean Black is beautiful. Did it do much for you guys? Nah, man. We didn't like that. It wasn't a big. It wasn't a great beer.
15.
It was fine. It was whatever.
Bronze goes to Get Artistic.
It sounded better than it was.
Georgia.
I'll let Keith handle this one. Hatchie Malachi wants the definition of what is field beer.
I have no idea.
Yeah, look at the fucking link because I don't know either. I can assume, but I don't want to assume and be wrong.
Barrel-aged Cocoa Pina.
Okay. I know Creature Comforts, I know Coastal, and I know Lone Pine. So
Lone Pine. Oh no, not Lone Pine. God damn it! I keep getting whatever that Twisted Pine. Twisted Pine in Colorado is the one that does the chili beer.
yeah, Lone Pine. We get distro here in Jersey. They sent me beers before too.
Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Lamplighter's up in Boston area.
Claremont Craft Ales.
We get Lone Pine down here.
Oh yeah.
Category 19,
Definitely. They make OJ.
with 28 entries.
OJ. OHJ, and they make a bunch of different. Yeah, you can get them. And
Brewing Company.
the closest you probably find a bunch of their stuff would be the
Silver, the Seed
the
Stock
Mountain
Brewing,
Valley Wine and
Seed Stock
Spirits in
Brewing, Denver,
Washington,
Colorado.
by the ShopRite, across from the
Gold medal
ShopRite.
goes to
Oh,
Deca
That
Nordic
place isn't there anymore.
Brewery.
Or they
They
moved.
moved across the street.
Oh, okay.
But they're actually there's a restaurant. You're right before you get to
Oh,
ShopRite.
it's the place right next to there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
The silver goes to 1808 by Alt, Madison, Wisconsin. The gold medal goes to Oryx AZ IPA, Oryx Brewing Company.
Keith, you have a fan in the
Thamesville,
chat.
Pennsylvania. American Belgo.
Same.
34 entries. Bronze goes to
Or
Corey's
any-
saying, finally-
the Light Brewery.
or any longer.
So there's Light the Lamp Brewery and Lamplighter Brewery. Okay, now we're officially fucking
Denver,
confused.
Colorado. The gold medal goes to Tank 7, Boulevard Brewing.
Yeah,
Company,
dude, that's what I'm
Kansas
talking
City.
about. I'll fucking chug Tank 7 all day until I forget it's like 8% and then I'm
American
fucking
Style Sour
shitty.
Ale, 32 entries.
I don't know if I've ever had that actually.
Sour IPA.
Tank
Belgian
7's fucking
Brewing Company,
awesome.
Fort Collins, Colorado.
Like I know what
New
it
College-
is,
new-
but I don't know.
Silver
I don't know.
to Mirage,
I don't know if I've actually had it.
Golden,
Mm.
Colorado. And the gold, the Vice Salt Wild Barrel Brewing
New
Company,
Belgium.
Marcos,
Are they even
California.
gonna like take a break in between any of these?
No,
And-
I think this guy's gonna die of oxygen deprivation because
Sponsored by Betty.
it's like one of my reviews. I just never shut up.
Bronze goes to Summer Sun, Stereo Brewing Company.
It's funny because I was gonna say it's probably just gonna be some old white guy, and he's probably just gonna be reading these things off, and that's exactly what it is.
And the gold
My
medal
people,
goes to
man.
Guapa Dreams, Del Cielo Brewing Company, Martinez, California. Category 24, Brett Beer with 48 entries.
Okay, we're getting serious
Bronze
now.
goes to Cezanne DeWalt, Flicks Brew House, Carmel, Indiana. The silver to Touch of Brett, Ale Song Brewing and Blending, Eugene, Oregon. And the gold medal goes to Bottle Conditioned Day Drinker, Lost 40 Brewing.
I heard of Ale Song. I don't know Lost 40. I want all these
Category
beers.
25. Mixed Culture
Anything with Brett.
with 74 entries.
Mixed culture, Brett.
Oh,
Goes to Gathering Red Currants and Peaches. Grim Artisanal
Oh.
Ale, New York. The silver to Deluge. Sonita
This makes
Brewing
me laugh.
Company, Boulder,
Josh
Colorado.
Abrams saying, following up with, do you think he feels weird talking to no one? What do you think we do all the fucking time?
It's definitely weird. I'm still.
Now it's time for
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Brewing Company and Brewer of the Year Awards, sponsored by Microsoft.
MicroStar is proud to sponsor the Great American Beer Festival and the Great American Beer Festival mid-sized brewery.
That dude definitely cheats on his taxes.
Mid-sized brewery of the year is Lost 40 Brewing out of Little Rock, Arkansas. On behalf of all of us at MicroStar, congratulations, Lost 40. Cheers.
That's a lot of reclaimed staves behind him.
40 Brewing. And now on to category 26. Category 26, wooden barrel aged beer with 65 entries.
That's it.
Bronze,
65 entries.
Taps Brewery and Barrel Room,
Ooh,
Tustin, California.
That's the thing. Not a lot of people sent beer.
The silver.
Yeah, barrel aged uncle. We know you want it, Keith.
Denver, Colorado. And the gold goes to Afternoon Delight, Sun King Brewery.
Ooh, man. I had one beer from Sun King, and it was hot garbage, so I'm kind of curious about that beer.
Wooden barrel aged strong beer with 154 entries. The bronze goes to barrel aged full malted jacket, Beechwood Barbecue and Brewing, Long Beach, California. The silver, the bourbon barrel aged Big Game, Bravery Brewing, Lancaster, California.
So there's Bravery Brewing and Avery Brewing.
Lumberana Dream, Denver Beer Company, Town Arvada.
There's probably a Ravery Brewing.
Yeah.
Category 28.
I was going to say something else, but then I was going to say something else, but channels will get banned. It's going to be south of the Mason-Dixon line. And they love Trump.
The silver to Ruckus, Melvin Brewing, Tie Me Up, Jackson, Wyoming. And the gold medal goes to A Night to End All Dawns.
Yeah.
Brewing
hang on.
See, they got that shit on lock.
I think I follow that Moxa on Instagram.
Mosca. Well, there's Mosca homebrew and Mosca beer. There's two different ones.
Oh, I think I follow the homebrew guy then. I think.
Our platform allows breweries to not only market on a national scale, but allows complete control over their brand, their image, as well as their target audience.
Beer Hole?
Mobile applications
Beer Hole.
Free
Beer Hole.
Beer
That's
Hole.
a horrible fucking name, man. Like,
especially during these challenging times. Others might not see it, but Live Oak knows all about the hard work we put in.
Live Oak knows everything about stainless, but nothing about microphones.
Specialists dedicated to helping us continue to thrive. If you have been successful despite recent economic challenges and need capital, we have loan programs that can help you grow your business. We are looking to partner with established breweries with solid business plans.
Together, we'll come out stronger on the other side. Let us help you get there.
I don't like any of these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, they look at Excel
Winning a
sheets
medal at
to
the Great
just make
American Beer
decisions.
Festival can be one of the highest points of a brewer's career. Let's talk about that with award-winning brewer Tanya Cornett.
It's certainly a thrill like none other, and it's really helped my career.
Fucking
progress.
really?
I have to
AB
say,
and
being
Bev
a woman
Cash.
in the industry when I first started, many of us, and being able to have that stamp of approval from your peers meant the world to me, and it really pushed me out in the forefront, and it also kind of put a little pressure on me too. It was like I have to live up to kind
Hatchy
of
Malachi.
expectations that have been
Feeling
set
what
for
we're
me.
feeling
So
right now.
there's no way to explain how thrilling it is.
Yeah, I mean, well-known brewers are like, man, but they're all like, that's what I'm talking about right there. The well-known breweries
brewing batch after batch after batch
are all
and
meh.
perfect.
But when they win, they give a shit, but they don't give a shit. Like, everybody gives a shit. You know what I mean? Like, they do to a certain extent. But the thing about GABF, and especially like hype breweries, it's almost like not cool to enter your beers. So like, because if you win, that means you entered your beer.
Yeah.
So if like, you know, fucking Treehouse or whatever won, they'd be like, why do people like, you're dumb, you entered your beer? You know, it's like a cool person contest.
Lone Pine Brewing Company, Portland, Maine.
Oh.
Category 30, fruited wooden barrel aged sour.
But it's that had 54 entries. I've seen
Bronze
more
goes to
entries
Cherry
at
Goose,
local beer
Sun King
competitions I've
Brewery,
judged.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Silver,
I'd love to compare
Little Fish Brewing Company.
this
Athens,
year's entry numbers versus previous
gold medal goes
non-COVID
to the
years.
Many lives of our lives.
Big Alice.
Yeah.
Longwood City,
They
New
do
York.
they do some good beers. I like them.
Category 31. Keller beer or Zwickel beer.
There we go.
71
Oh,
entries.
up.
Bronze goes to TF Brewing Granary Keller beer. Templin Family Brewing.
Write these down,
Salt Lake
Keith.
City,
We're
Utah.
going.
Silver, the Royal Bohemian Pilsner, Earth Rider Brewery, Superior, Wisconsin. And the gold medal goes to Safety Dance, Smartmouth Brewing Company, Norfolk, Virginia.
Hey,
Now,
and we have Oak
2020
Ridge
small brewing
chiming in. He's in Roanoke, Virginia, so you need to drive to wherever that fucking that Zwickle beer place is and get that shit.
Commercial proud to announce at the 2020 Great
Oh, and brother, I got your email. I haven't had a chance to respond. I'll respond in a little bit.
And this year, the Small Brewery of the Year award goes to Big Alice Brewing out of Long Island City.
Oh, nice.
Exciting for you. Cheers.
That's pretty cool. Good for them. You know what I mean? Like,
And congratulations to Big
now
Alice.
for everybody who wonders why LIC is capitalized, they're Long Island City, New York. That's why it's capitalized.
Smoke beer, 60.
Here we go, Keith. We're
Oh.
fucking wheelhouse
this
for you
is-
right now.
Man.
Wolf's Roost Brewing, Columbus, Ohio.
All right. Somebody send me that.
Holy Smoke, Santa Maria Brewing Company.
And that one
someone-
too.
Yeah. And that one.
And the gold medal goes to O'Fallon Smoked Porter, O'Fallon
Oh.
Brewery, Maryland Heights, Missouri.
Oh. I got
I can't wait for this category, Keith.
American Lager with 137. Hollywood Brewing Company, Lamont, Illinois. The silver
Someone send me all smoke beers. All of them.
Seismic Brewing Company, Santa Rosa, California. And the gold medal goes to Lager at World's End, Epidemic Ales, Concord, California. Category 34, Light Lager with 85 entries. The bronze goes to Pachanga, Sun King Brewery, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Ah, man, I gotta try some more Sun King. I don't know.
The silver,
When did you have that one? Has it been a while?
North
Yeah, it's been about a year, but they started doing a bunch of distro, and
Wander Brewing.
I'm not saying this is the case, but it seems like sometimes breweries kind of buy their way to these medals, and it seems like Sun King's really pushing themselves. So, yeah.
Goes to Pilsner, Old Town Brewing, Portland, Oregon. The silver, to imagine a world with beer cellars instead of 401ks, by Freetail Brewing Company. San
They were
Antonio,
trying
Texas.
to be too cool with the beer name.
And the gold medal goes to Deepscape.
Like they thought they were being super clever, but like 75% of the clientele, like, you had a 401k. I wish I had that shit.
The bronze goes to Little Wing, Horse Thief Hollow Brewing Company, Chicago, Illinois. The silver, the Real Vase.
The only beer people with 401ks are the guys who go to 450 North and sell individual cans for $90.
Category 37, American Style Cream Ale with 135 entries.
Here we go. Come on, Jenny.
Bronze goes to, let's talk about Mex, Cannonball Creek Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. The silver to Cerveza, True North Ale Company, Ipswich, Massachusetts. And the gold medal goes to Moonlight, Moontown Brewing Company, Whitestown, India.
Okay, I need all those. Get on it, people.
American Amber Lager with 111 entries. Brown goes to Amber Lager, Skipping Rock Beer Company, Staunton, Virginia.
I want that one just because they're like, we're just calling it Amber Lager. We're not fucking around. Founders Oktoberfest. There you go. A little racism with your fucking.
Beer Vienna.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it said Folks beer. That would have been cool, but they wouldn't send off beer.
American Style India Pale Ale and Juicier Hazy India. Those awards and more after this short break.
Okay. Comments time.
I'm drinking this.
Oak Ridge. Your first time?
No, I drank it the other night and did I recorded.
What did you
I
think?
did
What did you think of it?
I like it.
Not as much as me.
No, I really like it because it reminds me of. I didn't say it in the video, but specifically, it reminds me of like a heftier mooey with peppercorns, and it's awesome.
But wasn't it really lemony?
Most entered
For you, it was really lemony for me.
Juicy or hazy IPA. So, how many entries do you think there were? Was it 278?
So my boy Oakridge saying he went to Heist and got some Heist. That's the Heist he picked up. He sent me an email. West Coast style, baby.
Well, if you guessed
West Coast style. Heist makes good beers.
Holy shit!
What?
Did you just say there were almost 3? They were saying how many entries
3,000?
in the hazy category, and there were like it was like 300 or something.
Oh, 3? That's not that much.
Well, based on all these other categories,
yeah.
So like
Basement. He's hammering on the loggers. He's hammering on those loggers. Josh said most adjuncted stout award. Be like, yeah.
Welcome back to the 2020
Oakridge.
Get on it, people.
German style Pilsner with 200 entries, sponsored by Micromatic.
Oh.
Bronze goes to Pils, Kansas City Beer Company.
That's a really good beer. That's a really good beer. I've had that. Did a review of that actually.
Roast Brewing Company, Denver, Colorado. The gold medal goes to Sprocket, Gravely Brewing Company.
I've heard of Gravely.
Category 40.
Kansas City Beer Company makes really good beer.
137 entries.
Who does?
Ocean Beach Brewery.
Kansas City Brewing Company.
Oh, Kansas City.
That one, yeah.
The silver to Fortune and Glory. Precarious Beer Project. Precarious Beer Hall.
Why aren't all these breweries 20 minutes away from me?
Novo Brewing Company. Portland, Florida.
Ex Novo makes great beer, and Pearl Haggard is a fantastic name for a beer. Ex Novo is really good beer.
Oh, did you?
Colshan Brewing Company, too.
This reminds me. Did you like the that one Suarez, the Wild Hellas?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. I forget what I said in the review, but
I thought it was underwhelming.
Masthead Brewing.
Oh.
They fucking, I did a review of their stuff about 2 months ago, and they wrote me, the owner wrote me, or their head of whatever wrote me. It's like, we love the review. We want to send you a bunch of stuff. And I gave them my email, and they were like, awesome, man. We really appreciate our reviews. Nothing. Fucking nothing in the mail. They're on my shit list now. I'm just going to review their shit and talk shit on it. Oh, wait, I'm not one of those people, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, Counterweight Brewing. For Oktoberfest, Dortmunder.
Vienna style lager with one.
Really? I love Dortmunder. It's my favorite.
Oktoberfest, Port City Brewing Company.
Also, there is a lemony thing in here, but it didn't come across
so
lemony.
Good. That was my favorite thing in there. Mm-hmm. That lemon thing was so fucking cool.
Gold medal goes to Rhino Fest, Lost Rhino Brewing Company, Ashburn, Virginia.
I don't know if I got. I don't know. I don't know if it tasted like this when I did it. I don't know. I think I had another beer before it, so that might have been why.
White Rocktoberfest, White Rock Ale House and Brewery, Dallas, Texas. And the gold medal goes to Amber Lager, Irwin Brewing Company, Crested Butte, Colorado. Category 45, German dark lager.
Did they think they draw straws for who's going to be the person to be on camera?
To Umberia, Game Craft Brewing, Laguna Hills, California.
All right, everybody send me these two.
The silver to Dozer Line, Topa Topa Brewing.
Ooh, Dozer Line. That's to do with Fraggle Rock. I'm all for it.
The gold medal goes to Maximilian La Reforma, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Category 46, International Dark Lager. 89 entries. The bronze goes to Public Enemy Baltic Porter, Dust Bowl Brewing Company.
I just want that because it's Public Enemy.
California. The silver goes to Murder Ballads, Noble East Brewing Company, Cleveland.
This is the best name category so far. Murder ballads?
Skipping Rock Beer Company.
I've heard of
Stoughton,
Skipping
Virginia.
Rock.
Category 47, Bach, with 50 entries. The bronze goes to Schoolhouse Bach, Moontown Brewing Company,
Hate that name.
Whitestown, Indiana.
I only like the puns. I got a fruit fly trying to kill me right now.
Noda Brewing Company, North End.
Noda
Charlotte,
back
North
up there.
Carolina. And the gold goes to Chuckanut Maibach, Chuckanut Brewery. North
Chuckanut. I had
Birmingham,
Chuckanut. Where'd I have Chuckanut
Didn't
before?
Chuckanut's won like a bunch of things already.
with 40 entries. The bronze goes to Doppelbach, Lupulin Brewing, Big Lake, Minnesota. The silver to Duck Rabbiter.
Wow.
Rabbit
I have not heard of.
Farmville, North Carolina.
I've not
Duck
heard of
Rabbit.
Duck Rabbit in like 20
Gold
years.
medal goes to Agent Provocateur, Clandestine Brewing.
Yeah, Duck Rabbit, man. They were hot for about 6 months, like 8 years ago.
Category 49,
That's-
Golden or Blonde Ale,
Mm.
with 137 entries. Bronze goes to Sunlight Cream Ale, Sun King Brewery, Indianapolis.
That
Indiana.
was the one I had, and it was fucking hot.
To
The hottest garbage of all the
Coronado
garbage that
Brewing
I've had.
Company, Coronado, California.
I had, but here's the thing: all the people that I kind of
Gold
like,
medal goes to Carolinian,
like
Columbia Craft Brewing
that know beer,
Columbia,
actually
South Carolina.
like that beer. So I think I got a bunk can. Like,
Category 50, German style cold, 162 entries. The bronze goes to Kolsch Money, Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers.
it should be just Jack's Abbey. Once you get the lager, it's just every category is like Jack's Abbey, Jack's Abbey, Jack's
Bear
Abbey.
Chase Brewing Company, Lumont, Virginia. And the gold goes to Kolsch, Freem Family Brewers, Hood River, Oregon.
Look at this, Keith.
Category 51.
Let's
I'm
stop by
gonna
Stone.
stop by this Staunton Virginia Rum, the dark lager.
Days, Discretion Brewing,
If I don't get any, I'm gonna be mad.
the silver, Blue Mountain Brewery, Afton, Virginia.
I want all these too.
The gold
Those
medal,
are
Proper Beer,
English ales.
Proper Brewing Company, Salt Lake City, Utah. Category
That's a good name for an English ale. Proper
Yeah.
beer.
Proper.
Yeah.
The bronze was Inner Light, Our Mutual Friend Brewing, Denver, Colorado.
I've heard of them.
Oh yeah.
Silver,
I follow them on Instagram.
Virgin Beer Company.
I forget why I started following them. Something came up.
Gold medal
Something.
goes
I don't
to
know.
Local only, Pizza Port, Carlsbad,
Yeah.
California. Category 53, American Style Pale Ale with 156 entries.
Here we go.
The bronze goes to Pantsless, Alarmist Brewing, Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, I've had some of their stuff.
The silver is Somewhere Golden, Institution Ale Company, Amarillo, California. And the gold medal goes to Featherweight Pale Ale, Cannonball Creek Brewing Company.
Yeah, I've had a couple beers from Alarmist. They're pretty good stuff.
Category 54, Goosey or Hazy Pale Ale with
Uh-oh.
137.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to use the restroom.
Okay.
Brewing Company, Charlottesville, Virginia. The silver to Hazy L IPA, Veilbreaker Brewing Company, Yakima, Washington. And the gold medal goes to Moon Haze, Blue Moon Brewing Company, Denver, Colorado.
Really? So, I mean, this is the part where GABF just gets off the rails. You know what I mean? Like, they literally just gave a fucking hazy pale ale award to a fucking Coors.
Alvarado Street Brewing.
Not even just like a company that they bought, like their own fucking company.
Superpower
Fuck
IPA,
that shit.
Comrade Brewing Company, Denver, Colorado. And the gold goes to Built for Speed, Frames of Wrath Brewing, Camas, Washington. Category 56, Juicy or Hazy Strong Pale Ale with 145 entries.
I can't even trust any of this shit anymore because they gave an award to Blue Moon.
Slice Beer Company, Lincoln.
They didn't even call it fucking Miller Coors or whatever the fuck it is. They just said
Reuben's
Blue Moon,
Crush,
like that exists.
Reuben's Brews, the tap.
Rubens makes really
Seattle,
good beers though, so they're redeeming themselves a little bit here.
And the gold medal goes to Goofy Boots, Penrose Brewing Company, Geneva, Illinois. Category 57, American Style India Pale Ale.
What'd they give
Category.
What'd they give Blue Moon to?
No, they gave Blue Moon the gold medal for American Hazy Pale Ale. Not the beer Blue Moon, but Blue Moon, the company, made a hazy pale.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
named something else, and it's like Blue Moon's not even a brewery. There's fucking Miller Coors,
Pelican
man.
Brewing Company, Tillamook, Oregon. And the gold medal goes to IPA, Perry Street Brewing, Spokane, Washington. Category 58, Juicy or Hazy India Pale Ale, our largest category with 377 entries this year, sponsored by Cincinnati Insurance. The bronze goes to Wicked Possum, Metazoa Brewing Company, Stringtown Production Facility, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Always loved the production
Silver
facility.
to Yojo, Moonraker Brewing Company, Auburn, California.
Heard of Moonraker?
Oh yeah, I've heard Moonraker.
Goes to Spellbind
Have you had anything from them?
Brewing Company, Phoenix,
Wren House.
Arizona.
Okay, I've had a bunch of
Wren
Wren
House.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had anything from them, but I am familiar.
Yeah, I've had a few.
166 entries, sponsored by Crosby Hops. Bronze goes to Freak of Nature, Double IPA, Wicked Weed Brewing, Asheville, North Carolina.
That's a good beer, but
The silver to Double Cone, Alvarado Street.
Wait, isn't that weird one that we had that one time a while ago?
Wait, was it?
Gold medal.
It might have
Was
been.
it, was it Freak of Nature? It was definitely a Wicked Weed one, but
Yeah,
I
it was a blind beer, so I can't search for it. I'd have to go
Category
go
6,
through all the mystery
Juicy or
beers,
Hazy
you know.
Imperial India Pale Ale with 192 entries.
And that's the thing, like it's supposed to be like a blind kind of, you know, not
The bronze
a
goes to Sugar on My Tongue.
not a known thing. Like it's
Los
supposed to be
Angeles,
kind of
The silver.
hidden ballot.
Not a scientist.
But I just,
Cloudburst Brewing.
I don't know, man. I could see them having a group of 10 winners and then choosing
Goes
which
to
one's
the
which
Hop
based
School.
off of.
Burke Gilman Brewing Company.
I don't know. I don't
Seattle,
know.
Washington.
This is why I'll never judge because I'm calling them out.
you fucking said the lemon thing with this, and now it tastes like iced
That's
tea.
all you get. Now that's all you get, right?
No, it
Yeah,
tastes
it's
like
an-
iced tea.
No,
It tastes like
in
iced
my,
tea.
in my review, I said it's like an Arnold Palmer
Brewery of the Year
with a fucking. That's what I said in my review. It's like an Arnold Palmer of the beer world with an English mild.
I did say.
Is that it? Is that it? I think it might be over.
No, that they didn't do. Did they do imperial stouts and stuff yet? No, they did. They did a couple hazy categories, and then.
Well, let's go to the fucking tape. Use my own fucking link. How do I copy my own link?
I don't know.
Howdy, I'm Chris Black from the Falling Rock Tap House. Every year, Great Beer Festival.
That place is crazy.
Oh yeah, now we have a bunch of. Oh, it was that good?
5
No, I only had one beer there. I think.
or 0?
Yeah, we got a decent little category going. So,
0.
But they
Cheers.
they have like 80 taps or whatever it is.
Fabricating designs and builds reliable automated packaging line equipment that is handcrafted.
yeah, I mean, everybody sitting there is like, you know, here we go, New England 1, 2, 3, and it's like fucking Blue Moon wins. Blue and Hatch West is Hazy Pale of Rec League. I mean, Rec League should be up there, but you know, there's a lot of really good breweries that are making them now, so I could see them not making top 3. But Blue Moon
Is that?
and then fucking no.
Banking relationship with Live Oak Bank.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Little chief action.
Does that Ska Fab place, is that owned by Ska Brewing? Because they're both in Durango. It seems kind of
And John's like, I'm surprised there was no New England breweries with the juicy hazy stuff. I mean, it's like, and this is the thing you have to understand. Like a lot of like the higher end New England hazy breweries, you know, Treehouse, Trillium, you know what I mean? Like Fox Farm, they probably didn't even send beers. So it's not like they had their beers to judge.
That's
You know what I mean? It's not like they drank Julius against Blue Moon and said, oh my God, Blue Moon's better. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these breweries just
I'm Matt
don't
Aiken.
even want
I'm
to
Rachel
send shit
Aiken,
off.
and we've been judging beer for about 15 years.
So,
Yeah. I taste the beer.
You wouldn't believe how many times he puts a beer on my desk or the table and says, "I want some of this," and then I'll spit out 4 words and I'll be like, yeah, okay, I gotta go.
Like for me, the goal is always to have better beer out in the world, whether it's my beer or somebody else's beer. I'm looking to just make sure that all the beer
is this what we look like, the people that watch our YouTube channel? Because
what
if that's the case, I'm shutting it all down right now.
Yeah, that's basically, I think.
This is the last video, everybody. Enjoy. We're getting a red ale right now. Shit's getting important.
Polly's Not Irish. Old Town Brewing, Portland, Oregon. The silver to Justin's Easygoing Amber, Zuni Street Brewing Company, Denver, Colorado. And the gold medal goes to Avalon Amber Ale, Wiegand's Beer Company.
Oh, Florida brewery.
Category
I don't think there have been many of those.
75 inch.
Strong red ale.
Oh, here we go.
El Segundo Brewing Company, El Segundo, California. The silver to Side Hike. Kern River
Oh, you
Brewing.
had the Steve Austin's beer recently, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was that good?
I liked it actually. Like it wasn't a good, like an amazing beer that kind of like blew me away, but like you give me a 4-pack of that
English
for
mild or bitter with 50
$11 or $10, and I can just chug them.
Bronze goes to MSB, McFleshman's Special Bitter, McFleshman's Brewing Company.
All right, somebody sent me that.
See, the best part is I could just mute shit or
English pale
kill
mild
this,
ale.
so Keith would be like, "What the fuck?" Wallen Paul Pack.
Whoa,
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Wallen Paul Pack
Gold
Brewing
medal
Company.
goes
that sucks. Probably tastes like boots.
Inglewood, California.
Why do you hate Wallen Paul Pack Brewing?
Category 64.
Because they're bootlickers.
Wait, are they?
Goes
A
to
little bit. A
40
little
feet.
bit.
Midwest
Not like
In what
not
way?
like not like super. Not like overly,
Extra
but just like generally,
Bonebreaker Brewing,
Okay.
Portland, Oregon.
Wait, you're telling me that somebody's in like the Hawley
Gold
Wallen
medal
Paul
goes to
Pack area thinks that way? That's
Rico
fucking
Brewing,
weird.
Houston, Texas.
It's cool that they
Ale with 43 entries.
They
Oh,
won
we
the,
missed-
before. They won last year.
we missed the extra special bitter.
Saddle Mountain Brewing Company, Goodyear,
Ugh.
Arizona. The silver to Takes a Tribe Red Ale, Boat Patch Brewing Company, Colorado Springs, Colorado. And the gold medal goes to Back Country, Clark Brewing Company, Helena, Montana.
Do you know if any like local breweries sent stuff in?
Nah, they don't really
Bronze
say
goes
that
to
shit
Dixon, Old Busthead
because I
Brewing
don't think
Company,
like they don't really say anything because if they don't win, then it's like they look like
silver to
assholes.
Crimson
Yeah.
Labs.
I just didn't know if you had heard through the grapevine or whatever.
Goes to Balefire Irish Red, Mirror Image Brewing Company, Frederick, Colorado.
Man, I was kind of hoping fucking Killian's
Category
won there.
67, English style brown ale with 55 entries. Bronze goes to brown ale. Lowercase Brewing Production Facility, Seattle.
I'm assuming they don't
The silver,
accept
Town
international breweries, right?
Attic Brewing Company, Philadelphia.
Great
No.
American Beer Festival. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gold medal goes to Get Up Off of That Brown.
Gold Road, way to go, Budweiser. Fuck yeah, Budweiser.
Man.
Category 68, American style brown ale with 60 entries. Bronze goes to All American Brown, Auburn Ale House, Auburn, California. The silver to Wallop Island, Rocket Frog Brewing Company, Sterling, England.
No, I've never had anything from Rocket Frog before,
Second Street.
but I want all their beer because some fucking crazy right-wing crazy person bitched and moaned about them making a Black is Beautiful beer. So their biggest beer they sell, like they take anytime someone buys it, like that beer that they bitched about.
Mills River, North
Actually, what the beer they bitched about, or somehow I forget what it is. I'll have to figure it out.
Rip
but
Beer Company.
they basically fuck that person over because whatever that person complains, they donate money to like a fucking Black is Beautiful or charity or something like that. So now I want all their beer.
Marina Del Rey, California.
I'm gonna have to revisit Wookie Jack because I've never been a big Wookie Jack guy.
Category
But
70. German
I'm gonna have to
style
go back in.
What is that?
For entries.
It's like a porter.
The bronze goes to first.
Yeah,
step.
I can't see. I can see for the gold medals with when you have comments up.
Silver.
I can see the name of the beer, but I can't see anything else.
San Diego, California.
Aeronaut Brewing. I've had stuff from them before.
And the gold
They
medal.
sent me a couple of beers, and then they stopped because they're assholes.
That was the one Black is Beautiful.
Category
Yeah,
70.
we did do one of those.
Specialty
Yeah.
Berliner style rice.
I don't think I got it. You got it.
Bronze goes to
I think that was from
Eels.
the Nerd Sense guys, right? Go follow. If you don't follow Nerd Sense, go subscribe to them.
Vista, California. And the gold medal goes to Shazzle for Shazzle. Great Basin Brewing Company, Reno, Nevada.
Never trust a brewery from Nevada. That's just my personal
Category
mantra.
72. Contemporary goes.
I'm joking, by the
81
way.
entries. The bronze goes to Steady As She Goes, POG. Big Ugly Brewing, Chesapeake, Virginia.
I kind of like Big Ugly Brewing as a name.
Silver to Howley Punch, Alvarado Street Brewery and Grill.
Okay.
Monterey,
Alvarado
California.
makes great beer.
And the gold medal goes to Cruise to Nowhere, Town Brewing Company, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Join the celebration.
Category 73, German style alt beer with 44 entries.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Goes to
Only 44 entries.
Yeah.
Altitude
Yeah.
Chop House.
Or what is that percentage wise? You have like a 1 in
Silver.
30 chance, 1 in 10 chance to win.
Devil's Logic Brewing, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Alt beer.
And the gold
Fucking
medal,
alt beer.
Control Alt is a pretty good name. I
Red
like
Leg
that.
Brewing Company, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
If they were called Delete Brewing, it would be just full circle shit.
Category 74.
Red Leg Brewing.
With 140
They must be a newer brewery because I don't think I haven't heard of them. And I was out in Colorado Springs 2014, 15, and
to Hefeweizen.
I don't remember hearing about them. So
Kansas City Beer Co. Another
Oh,
beer I
there we go.
reviewed about a month or so ago.
Chicago Frogger Hefeweizen.
was it good?
Bedheads Brewery.
Oh, it was awesome. All they did was make traditional beers, and they were all fucking amazing.
Category 75. Belgian style ale or French style.
Here we go.
With 70.
Here we fucking go.
Blue Moon is in this category, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Gold medal.
Barber, California. The silver to Crazy Train, Fretboard Brewing Company, Blue Ash, Ohio. And the gold medal goes to First to Fall, The Good Society, Seattle, Washington.
It's a great name for a beer.
Belgian style wit beer with 72 entries.
Now here's Blue Moon.
Goes to Wolf, Block 27.
Right. It's been a while since I've had it. I don't remember what it is. Is because Blue Moon is the beer, right? It's not the brewery.
Well, Blue Moon is the brewery. It's like a subdivision of Miller Coors.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Allagash White. You
Oh,
better
there we
fucking
go.
win it every fucking year. Don't fuck around. Allagash fucking represent.
Sponsored by
Ooh, River Trip is good.
Yeah. And I picked that up at fucking Hope Liquors.
Yeah.
But here's the best part.
It's like 9 months old and still perfect.
No, it's like less than a month old.
Oh.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's like it's late August, September, or late September, August. Yeah, new, basically.
What was that? Lowy.
The dude on the left, you know how the people don't wear their mask and dropped it below their nose. The guy on the left dropped it above his mouth. It's like way higher than it should be.
Is what's that one Allagash beer? Was the low ABV one? It was like house something, tiny house. Is that what it was?
Tiny house. Yeah.
I had that. I found that because you shared a can with me, and then I found a 4-pack of it, and it was like 6 months old, and it was still awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, it's Allagash.
Goes to Beyond the Gnome World, Silver Branch Brewing Company, Silver Springs, Maryland. Category 78, Specialty Saison with 74 entries.
Saison? Let's get to the Saisons.
Saison.
Bronze goes to Obeisance, Von Ebert Brewing, Glendoveer, Portland, Oregon.
What's a specialty saison?
Silver to Seeds of Infinity, Fire Brewing, Eugene, Oregon. And the gold medal goes to Farmhouse Cuvée, Ale Song Brewing, and Tuesday
Okay.
Brewing, Eugene, Oregon.
Who's Ale Song? Why am I spacing on who Ale Song is? I know who that
Belgian
is.
style Lambic or sour ale. With
Ooh.
entries.
Here we go.
The bronze goes to Cerise Mort, Wicked Weed, Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The silver to Pesh, Block 15 Brewing Company.
Block 15 makes
Corvallis,
really good
Oregon.
beer.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about Block 15.
Yeah. Beechwood Blendery, Long Beach, California.
Because what? It's just they have a bunch of judges and then they just tally the votes and whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's blind, but there's a little fuckdoggery going on.
I'm sure.
Dorados Brewery, San Diego, California. The silver to qualify, Taxman Brewing Company, Bargersville.
I've had Taxman beers. It makes sense because I've had Belgian-based beers and they're really good from Taxman.
Pizza, South Bar.
That makes sense because I forget which ones I had, but I got them someone from Chicago.
Category 81.
Ish area, I think, sent it to me.
106 entries.
Okay, here comes the Oma Gang's fucking.
Bronze to Lux Mundies, Save the World Brewing Company, Marble Falls, Texas.
There's this place in just north of Chicago
228 triple.
that should win this that should sweep this category. This brewery.
Canada?
And the gold medal.
No.
That was a joke. That was
this Bottle House Brewing.
Category 82.
Oh, those they're north of Chicago?
No, north of Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
The bronze.
I was gonna say I thought that place was in Ohio. They didn't win anything?
Brewing.
No.
They might not have. They
Well,
might not. Have
they probably don't even send anything. That's what I'm saying.
Silver to Go and Stag, Cabin Boys Brewery, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the gold medal goes to Tangible Passion, Rip Beer Company, Huntington Beach, California. Now it's time for the 2020 Mid-Sized Brew Pub and Brewer of the Year Awards, sponsored by BSG.
BSG is a sponsor of the 2020 Great American Beer Festival
Same.
and Brew of the Year Awards for Mid-Sized Brew Pub of the Year. The winner of the 2020 Mid-Sized Brew Pub category from my hometown in Bend, Oregon, Monkless Belgian Ales, Todd Clement, and Chris Dinsdale. Congratulations from BSG and the industry on your amazing achievement.
You'd think that all of the people involved in this had plenty of time to just figure out lighting and audio and whatnot.
Well, that dude was banging rails before he went on there.
Old Normal, End Brewing Company. Creeks Brewing Company, Sisters, Oregon. And the gold medal goes to Brown Claw, Kern River Brewing Company.
Apparently, brown porters are West Coast thing.
Hatchmalashi says Allagash Way comes in 12 packs for under $20 now. That's right, motherfucker.
The bronze goes to Thriller Pillar Porter, Bronyor Brewing Company.
Josh Abrams says he's like talking about satanic breweries like Jester King and Austin Beer Works. I did see that shit actually.
Hilarious.
Oh, Founders. There you go.
Oh.
There's a fucking racist brewery again.
Gold medal.
And Benjamin Smith, north of Cleveland is the lake. Apparently the brewery's in the lake, for all I know.
Oh, that is true. Cleveland is on a lake. Yeah.
Same.
Bronze goes to Dry Stout, the Post Brewing Company.
Now I got to look up where they're
Lafayette,
fucking
Colorado.
at. So I don't sound like an
Price
asshole.
says right on there. Yeah.
To Void of Light, Gun Hill Brewing Company, Bronx, New York.
Gun Hill, really?
And the gold medal.
Oh, these guys won a 2017
O'Connor Brewing
GABF
Company,
award, by the way.
Norfolk, Virginia.
So that's why they're not
Category
included.
86, Sweet
'Cause they don't
Stout,
care
Phoenix
anymore.
With 39 entries.
They actually have nothing about where they're located on their
Irish
fucking
Cream,
beer at all.
Barley Naked Brewing Company, Stafford, Virginia. The silver to Corova Milk Porter, Gnarly Barley Brewing Company, Hammond, Louisiana.
Gnarly Barley makes good
And the
beer.
gold medal goes to Muzi Milk Stout.
Never heard of them.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Category 87, Oatmeal Stout with 52 entries.
This is where those guys are located.
Bronze goes
They're
to
literally
Coach
right
Stout,
on the lake,
Figueroa Mountain Brewing
north of
Company,
Akron.
Littleton, California.
I
Oh,
was wrong.
which little red dot was it? The one on the left or the right?
Superior, Wisconsin.
The one in the middle
Gold
of my
medal
screen.
goes to Settlers Oatmeal.
Oh, okay.
Allison's Brewing Company, Pearland, Texas.
It's Harland, by the way.
Category 88, Imperial Stout with 88.
What? Where they are?
He said Hareland.
Oh.
No, the guy in the
Bronze
video
goes
was
to
trying to make fun of him.
Spartacus Brewing Company, Carson City, Nevada. The silver to Doggin Wrench, Five Branches Brewing, Tarpon Springs, Florida. And the gold medal goes to The Snow, Community Beer Works, Buffalo. New
Okay.
York.
Okay. I've had a bunch of community stuff.
Category 89, Scotch Ale with 58 entries. The bronze goes to Wee Heavy Hinder.
Man, you said the lemon thing, and now I can't get it out of my head.
It's so good, dude. I love it.
The silver to The Bruce, Uber Brew, Billings, Montana.
Ooh, send me all of these too.
Whoever works at that middle brewery there, the silver,
Free House,
wears kilts at the brewery.
Minnesota.
He totally does. If you're gonna call the Bruce
Very small.
Uber Brew and the Bruce,
And Brewing Company Brewer of the Year.
Uba.
BSG is a proud sponsor of the
no, he did another line before this video.
brewery.
Look at him.
Congratulations, Five Branches Brewing Company and Jerry Brown out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. From all of us at BSG, congratulations for your outstanding achievement, and cheers to you.
Why is that guy so happy too?
Congratulations.
Coke.
Five Branches. Category 9.
It's like, relax, guy.
Old
Relax.
Ale, Strong Ale, or barley wine style.
Oh,
Coonan.
here we go.
Coonan.
The bronze goes to Waterline Wee Heavy.
Oh.
Waterline Brewing Company.
Maybe
Wilmington,
Hair of the Dog.
Carolina. The silver to Baby Maker. Triple C Brewing
Yeah, that's a
Company,
great name.
Charlotte, North
That's a great name for a fucking barley wine. 'Cause that's what it is. Be like, oh man, I drank a Baby Maker last night and I didn't pull out.
Sanford Brewing Company. Sanford, Florida.
Have you had any of the lagers from Hair of the Dog?
Large Brew Pub.
No, I haven't actually.
I'm super curious about that. I want
is proud to sponsor the 2020 Great American Beer Festival Brewery and Brewer of the Year Awards in the Large Brew Pub category. The winners of the 2020 Great American Beer Festival Brewery and Brewer of the Year Awards in the Large Brew Pub category are the Free House and the Free House Team, Minneapolis, Minnesota. From all of us at Ska Fabricating, congratulations to the Free House and the Free
He's wearing a Ska Brewing hat, so
Cheers to you.
it must be like it must be
Congratulations to
the owners of Ska Brewing must own that or something.
Yeah, basically got it into fabricating or some shit like that. Probably.
Something like that.
Fresh hop beer. Lagunitas fucking fresh
Bronze
hop,
goes to
probably.
Fresh Hop Hazelicious.
Ah, Rubens.
Production Brewery.
I wish I got more Rubens brews. They make really good beer.
Do they?
I've only had one. Yeah, I've only had one or two, but
Fresh
their
Hop
beers are really
Ride the
good.
Pine. Belching Beaver Brewery, Tavern and Grill.
Belching
Vista,
Beaver. I've had a few of their beers.
And the gold medal goes to Cone Liquor. Three Creeks Brewing Company, Sisters, Oregon. Now it's time for the 2020 Brewery Group of the Year Award, sponsored by Live Oak Bank.
Bank is proud to sponsor the 2020 Great American Beer Festival Brewery and Brewer of the Year Awards in the Brewery Group category. The winners of the 2020 Great American Beer Festival Brewery and Brewer of the Year Awards in the Brewery Group category are Three Creeks Brewing Company and Team Three Creeks, Sisters, Oregon.
You can always tell how many takes they've done in a video by the head retention on a beer.
Cheers to you.
You know what I mean? Like if you see the beer's like completely flat, like you're like, oh, it is like cake 80.
Congratulations to all of the 2020 winners. For the first competition. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Thanks so much. Thanks again to the over 1,700 breweries that competed this year. From all of us at the Brewers Association, thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe, and we'll see you again next year.
Oh, that's it? That's the whole thing?
That's it, yeah, man. I mean, it's 8:00. We went live at 7. It was only an hour long, which I thought it was going to be so much longer.
Yeah.
You know, 'tis what it is. But no, that was kind of fun actually to kind of sit there and just as the one person said, Mystery Science 3000, the fucking GABF awards. I mean, honestly, takeaways from the video. I knew like a 19th of the breweries that were involved, so I couldn't sit here and say they were great or not great or indifferent, because way more than half the breweries I had no idea who they were, and there was a bunch of breweries I knew who they were. I just never had anything from them.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually went and grabbed the beer during it. I mean, Blue Moon Coors Brewing Company winning an award for a hazy pale ale is about the most egregious thing to happen since 11-minute Narwhal videos. You know what I mean? Like, that's like by far and away like one of the worst things to ever happen in the history of mankind.
I have to get one of those so I could do like a 40-minute one.
No, you need to do an exact 11-minute one. That's the thing. You don't want to go the opposite direction. You want to lean into it and do like an 11-minute one. Like exactly. You have to edit it down to where it's exactly 11 minutes. And you have to
1 minute and 11 seconds.
Not even. Just 11 minutes exactly.
All my beer videos are like 10 minutes because I have no concept of time when I'm talking. So I agree with that.
With homeless Mark Ruffalo or
yeah
10-minute video.
No, homeless Mark Ruffalo. I agree with that.
Mark Ruffalo should be homeless. That fuck.
Why?
Well, what did he give us in life? A smarmy douche in a newspaper movie and the Hulk? Come on now. Oh no, he does. He's against fracking, so I like him. Okay.
Before he was like,
I'm joking. I like Mark Ruffalo. I'm just trying to be funny, man.
No, I know. No, but like one of my favorite movies he's in, and it was like before like anybody knew who he was. So I'm just like, I'm a little sensitive to Mark Ruffalo. The movie's called The Last Castle with Robert Redford.
Josh asked to cut you off because that's what they do. Josh asked who won the most expensive secondary beers. I think it was Climax Brewing from New Jersey. They're the ones who actually won the most expensive secondary beers. Climax. Look them up. They make amazing beers.
What?
Yeah.
Is that an actual thing?
No, it's a joke. Everybody hates Climax in New Jersey, but
Climax is actual brewery though.
In New Jersey that people hate. Yes, I'm making fun of them right now.
I've never heard of them, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Who's the most expensive secondary brewery? It's got to be like the most expensive secondary brewery has to be a Belgian lambic brewery. It has to be. It has to be Cantillon, Dairy Fontaine, or fucking like Bachreiter or some shit like that. Like it has to be not even Bach because it has to be an older brewery. It has to be Cantillon because it has to be like. Because if you go to like Lambic Info, for those who don't know, there's a website called Lambic Info. Like you can go in there and there's like someone bought like a Cantillon from like 1983 for like $27,000. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you're talking about like who's paid the most money for a bottle of beer from what brewery, but like
no,
talking average, right?
No, because that beer cost $20 from the brewery. I'm saying it cost $25,000 from secondary, which is the question. Who won the most expensive secondary beers?
Okay, so Cantillon. Well, no,
for a single beer. If you were to talk about,
it's American only.
You want to make a joke? Oh, GABF. Okay, 450 North then. Because then when you're talking about $80 a can. And people are buying cases of it at $80 a can. You know, I mean, come on now.
So like probably 450 North, maybe Floodlands Brewery, Troon. No, I don't think
they don't
do
make enough
people-
beer to make up the difference.
Yes, right. And then maybe like
Well, no, it has to be Treehouse, right? The only reason I say
it?
Treehouse because even though like almost everybody can get Treehouse, like this is the most amazing thing that happened in beer ever. Last year, Treehouse is in like the top 10 of all checked in beers from a brewery. It was like Miller, Coors, Bud, Treehouse, fucking, you know what I mean? Genesee. Like it was all the Yingling. It was all these crazy beers, and then it was Treehouses thrown in there. So you have to think about a volume game here. And that, like, the fact that they even made it on the list is bonkers because it's not like a crazy brewery that everybody loves that you can actually get. You actually have to go to the fucking brewery to get it or trade on secondary. So for them to do that amount of volume
or
to be checked in that much, let's say their can,
well, it's
let's
probably
say,
like,
let's say a can's $5, but someone on secondary charges $8.
Listen,
but the volume itself puts them in that fucking level.
the volume was like 5 dudes who bought like 10 cases each.
I'm not arguing with you here.
Who live right near there, so they buy 10 cases every day. And then they drink 9 of them a day or whatever, and they check every single one in.
No, I think it was unique. I don't think it was.
Oh, was it unique? Oh.
I would imagine. I'm you know what? I'm lying. I'm assuming it's unique. I don't know it's unique. I would hope it would be unique. Because otherwise, because it wasn't the Miller Lite would win. You know what I mean? Like it has to be unique. You know.
All right, hold on. I will be right back.
Okay, Keith's leaving. Oh, this sucks. Anyway, now I got to talk in the air by myself. So, Hatchable says, "Is it even possible to buy Troon beer without refreshing Instagram every 30 seconds?" I don't even try. I've reviewed a couple of Troon beers. The bulk of them came before they became popular, and I don't mean to say that in like a super douchey like a millennial kind of, hey, I'm cool kind of way. It's just they happen to be close to me and I got some of their beers. And then the bulk of everything I've done after that has come via Keith or somebody like that that's happened to get some from a secondary person too. It's not like Keith is sitting there actually like trying to buy their beer. It's just that they have a good friend who bought some of the beer, actually got it and gave it to him or something like that. So yeah. What brewery won the most complaints about quickest online sales release? I mean, Troon, that might be Troon actually. Troon is up there. Who else do people complain about on the online sales releases? I mean, I know I'm not big on the pulse of that, but there's a bunch of them, I mean, there was that one online retailer that was secondary marketing beers from New Jersey breweries. People are complaining about Source Brewers. Source Brewing, their beers going really quick. But there's a ton of breweries that fucking beers go. What's the one you would think about when it comes to like quickest online sales besides Troon?
I heard you say Source. That was one that I saw. I don't know. Because even like the more hype breweries, like you have to drive to them, and then there's a lot of travel restrictions. So like, that's not really a thing. I don't know. I would say, yeah. I don't know. Troon and Source are the first two that I.
Troon is the fastest, but they're also, you have to talk about a brewery that makes not 200 cases of beer, 200 crowlers of beer. Do you know what I mean? Like that's like 100 cases of beer. So Jerome's how about one of those Topping Goliath yearly stout releases? Those are all done by lottery, I think, at this point.
Yeah, you get an email and then you buy it.
Yeah, and then you buy it. And plus, if you were to actually think about like the cost there's such limited amount of bottles that it wouldn't equal like Treehouse. Like I said, like a Treehouse like release like on the secondary market, like they're not being like, hey, there's outliers. There's juice machine cans for whatever, $40-$50, but most of the beers are like, hey, I got it for $4, you can have it for $8 kind of thing. But once you multiply the volume of that,
Right.
like, oh, you know what I mean? Like here, okay, there's 100 cans, you give me 200 on top of original, that kind of things.
Yeah.
Clinton Watts in the house from North Carolina. Jerome said, looks like a post shift. That's because it is a post shift Pilsner.
Is that a 12 ounce or 16?
That's 16, son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A six pack of post shift Pilsner at that little bottle shop or that little takeout place north of or west of Blairstown. I think I paid.
It's Fountain Mall.
I want to say $10 or $11 for a 6-pack.
Oh,
a pounders. Thank you very much,
man. I love when that happens.
Yeah. Not as many on Untappd checking shit beer. Anyone who has Treehouse checks it in. That's a good valid argument, and that's honestly true. But people do. I mean, if you were to strip away all the people that checked in Miller Lite seriously and just got the amount of people that checked in Miller Lite as a jokey joke, it would probably be a crazy amount of people. I don't know, man. There's habitual checker ins, people. Last time I checked the beer on Untappd was probably 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And when I did use it, I rarely, if ever, checked in a beer I already checked in. Like the only time I would ever double check in a beer was as a joke with like fucking Miller Lite, or it was like, okay, I got another 1994 Thomas Hardy. That's the only time I would fucking ever double check something in. But there's a lot of people that just any beer they ever have, they always check. Like it doesn't matter what they're doing. They're checking in. Okay, I had 9 Miller Lites. I'm going to check in 9 Miller Lites. So, that's it. It's not so much that that Treehouse was in that conversation, and it was like, okay, it was whatever. It was Yingling, Bud, Coors, and it was Treehouse, then it was Founders, then it was fucking Sierra Nevada. No, it was like macro Treehouse, a bunch of macro. You know what I mean? It was like it was such a stark difference. John Dunphy, I think I got that right. Says Treehouse is cool, but there's so many other breweries in New Hampshire that actually are starting to give them a run for their money. All the beer is good here in New England. Not all of it. There's some poopy ones, but I mean, you're talking about just New Hampshire and that area alone. Fox Farm is king shit of fuck mountain. Their beers across the board, from lagers to pilsners to hazies to box to Rosh beers to fucking barrel aged beers to table beers, the whole nine are some of the best beers for your money. So I'm not going to sit here and say Treehouse is the best of the best of the best. They are fantastic when they fuck with hazies, and when they fuck with double shot level stouts, they're kind of the best in the game. But once you start to leave that comfort zone, they waver a little bit.
Yeah. I am surprised. I'm a little taken aback, even though I do know that there are at least a few New Hampshire breweries, because like New Hampshire for the longest time there was like one good brewery there or something. I don't know, whatever it was. But yeah. I haven't had anything from Deciduous, but I did have a collab beer with Dancing Gnome with them, and that was good. So I don't know how much they had in that, but yeah. But Deciduous is pretty good. They're in New Hampshire. Matt, do you know if Spyglass is in New Hampshire? Is Spyglass in New Hampshire?
I think Spyglass has got to be close to. It has to be in Mass for the amount that Sean from Nerd Sense gets Spyglass. They have to be in Massachusetts, right?
I don't know.
Josh Abrams said, "Have you guys had any District 96 beers or Root and Branch?"
Yes.
So I've had some Root and Branch stuff, not a ton. But I've had a ton of District 96. John from District 96 is the nicest dude. He's the owner of District 96. He's not the head brewer, but he's the owner. One of the nicest, literally one of the nicest dudes in the history of the universe. Keith and I actually went up there and did a podcast with him at that District 96. So if you guys want to go check that out, type in Beer Massif. See that up there where it says Massif? That thing up there, that's what you type in. You can hear me and Keith sitting down. I'm gonna spoiler alert, you're not gonna hear a lot of Keith. But there's a podcast of me and Johnny sitting down and hanging out and doing beers. And I'll even go a step further. I had 3 kegs of beer at my wedding. One of them was District 96. It was their fucking Americana Kolsch. So I love District 96. And Josh kind of follows up here with you guys had the snake fruit. I have not had it. Ever since the whole snake thing kind of came out. I haven't got a bunch of District 96 because I haven't been traveling a lot because of COVID and all that kind of stuff. But I really need to get back up that way, like soonish, and get some beers. John is such a good dude.
Are they open on Sundays? Maybe I can grab some stuff when I go to Suarez on Sunday.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, and you can get a nice burger on a leafy bed of delicious, like some of the best food, right? How good are the fucking burgers at Burger Loft?
I got the I'm vegan-ish, and they have this eggplant burger thing that's fucking awesome. It's so good. It's so good.
Right?
So good. The food is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I love District 96 and John and everything they're doing up there.
Well, I should clarify that they don't have a ton of vegan options. So like when the 1 or 2 options is really good, it's kind of a big deal.
Well, but that's kind of and that's the thing, right? When you're a vegan, like if you walk into a place and the whole menu's vegan, that's like a pipe dream. You're not gonna go. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not like appointment restauranting, like you're like, we're gonna go to a vegan restaurant. But if you walk into a place and they have 2 solid options of vegan stuff, and then you have it and it's awesome, you're like, this is fucking awesome. This is like way better than I can expect.
Yeah, so you assume that all the food is awesome. It has to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Jerome chiming in. Fox Farm smoked lager is a gift from the beer gods.
I haven't had that yet. I need that.
You can hear Keith's getting all Barry White. Spyglass is in New Hampshire, so you're right, Keith, on that. I am wrong. Spyglass is my jam, says John Dumphy. Super pumped to hear that you know of Spyglass, and honestly, a bunch of it comes from the guys from Nerd Sense, from Sean and Mike. I think one of my mystery beers I posted a week or 2 ago was a Spyglass Hazy. So if you go back go ahead.
We have a Spyglass Black is Beautiful that we need to do at some point as well. So
that's the one you have, So we'll do that. Talking about that snake fruit. Keith, what is Keith's channel?
93 Lumber. It's on my name, right? I put it on there.
Explain 93 Lumber as an idea.
It's
as a piece of artistis.
It was basically a joke that happened at last year's Beer Tuber Palooza, and for a while it was just me, and I was from 93 Lumber, even though 93 Lumber wasn't a thing. And then I started a channel and I called it 93 Lumber. So now it's a thing, and it's kind of beer stuff. I'm not really, I'm not a seasoned beer professional or anything like that. So it's,
no, that's not true. So you're totally underselling himself. He's a seasoned beer professional. He's not a seasoned person for talking into a random camera and recording himself professional. There's a difference,
so every beer review that I do is 9 hours long because I don't know what to say, so I say everything. And there 93 Lumber.
93 Lumber.
Oh,
and there you go. I put the link in the comment section. So if you guys want to check out Keith,
I need 100 subscribers to get like a custom URL.
So. Was Keith a body double for the new Joker movie? You can answer that one.
I was not.
Look at this. Hatchie Malachi actually throwing down lumber here, saying it does not show up as 93 numbers. You have to search 93 lumber spelled out. So everything Keith has been preaching about spelling out 93 lumber is actually worked out.
Yeah. Even though I do tag the number in my videos, so I don't know why it doesn't show up.
It'll show up eventually. You just, you have to get subs and all that kind of stuff. So let's talk about this real quick. Keith's favorite part of doing these live streams, this is what I really wanted to talk to him about, which is I got to go pee. So do your thing while I'm away.
Oh, God. All right. I guess I have to get used to this because talking to people and stuff. So how's everybody doing and stuff? And he didn't even leave me with something to talk about. But I mean, this is kind of my setup here. It's more like this, but it's not just it's mostly beer stuff, beer reviews ish. But I do other things. There's going to be some music stuff. There's going to be some political stuff. You can check me out and tell me whether you love me or hate me or don't care. I got my first downvote, so on a video. So it's pretty exciting. I was super excited. But yeah, eventually this is basically my current setup with the lights and everything. If you haven't seen it, eventually I will get better lighting because I know that's a thing. And yeah, and I've been having audio issues recently, so hopefully that doesn't keep happening and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of been fun. But yeah, it's new. I'm so used to talking to beer with other people that talking about beer by myself into my phone is still weird a little bit. So yeah. And you can expect this kind of high energy from my channel as well. Yeah.
Where's the comment? I actually saw that was perfect.
No, this is just my general energy. I mean, I have had a few beers, but yeah.
And then Hatchie Malachi actually sums it up perfectly. Talking to people is fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm not a super social person. So yeah, it's like, and as far as social, I mean, like, I'm not social and I'm like introverted, and I tried not to talk as much as possible, which is weird because all my videos are like 12 minutes long. And
then we have the
way too much.
We have the king of beer tube chiming in.
Oh, Joe. Beer Patrol. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the hate. All of it. I want it. That's what I want. I started this channel to just annoy everybody. That's not entirely true, but it's somewhat true.
Okay. Now a serious question, Keith.
Favorite beer you've had this year?
I have no idea how to answer this question, actually.
I'm going to say, I think I have a bottle of it here. I'm going to say this. It is dry hopped. Dorothy is a dry hop pale ale from Hill Farmstead. Farmstead Pale Ale. And this was bottled on May 6th, 2020. And I think as of right now, that's the one that really hit me in the feels. It was so good. Yeah. Taco.
You want to tell everybody how crazy Taco is?
Taco is a maniac.
I'm trying to think of the best beer I've had this year. I'm actually scrolling through like Instagram posts to see if something like triggers. Like my brain to the point where I'm actually like, oh, this is it. This is a fucking beer. I don't know, man. I've had so much good beer this year. That might be your phone, dude. Because you just like checked your phone and I heard a bunch of static and craziness kind of happen.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I put it on airplane and stuff when I do videos.
Yeah, but when you checked it right now. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know when you checked it right.
I've been having a couple like slight issues. I might have. There's an update that I need to do. Maybe that'll fix everything.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't say which was my favorite beer this year. I'm like scrolling through all of them. When was this? No, this is 2019. It was probably some aged fucking random beer I had that I fucking loved. I don't know, fucking Hardy's. There you go. Like that's probably the answer. It was probably J.W. Lee's aged beer or something aged because it's like, you know, some of the. It's not going to be hazy. Not that I hate hazies. I love them and they're great, but their ceiling is never going to be as high as like an aged barley wine for me. It's probably not going to be like a farmhouse beer or a lager because it's the same. They're consistently a better beer for me, but that ceiling for an aged old ale barley wine is just, it just can get higher on the scale of awesomeness in my brain. So it's probably just some older, you know what I mean, aged beer, something along those lines. I know that's kind of a cop out because I should actually get like give you an actual fucking beer, but I don't fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerome, speaking the truth here, downvotes mean you've made it. That is true.
I've only gotten one so far, so I'm a little disappointed.
Which means I've really made it. Downvoted just means you're making an impact on someone. Very true. I'm here for you. Downvotes. We already went over that. Doing to bed with the dulcet tones of 95. I think he's going to bed, but I understand that. Oh, he corrected himself. Let's see what else we got. Hatch Malashy chiming in. Joe, hope you're doing okay. Missing reviews. Everybody loves Joe, man. Inner ear infection. So when Keith started doing Barry White on us, I almost passed out. Nice. Is that leeway? That is leeway. I'm gonna probably post this review for leeway tonight because Jerome says you suck, Matt, because I'm drinking leeway. I spread this over 2 days, which is what I love about like small farmhouse beers. I could throw this fantastic fatty cork jammer in there, and it pretty much keeps for a while. I was hoping to save this and share this with Keith, and I tried to do that last weekend, but
yeah.
We never got to it, so I was in the mood for something tart and fancies. So Keith loses out. Joe saying, Hatchmalasty, all is well, dude, aside from the ear infection. KPU chiming in. Everybody loves Joe. Joe's like the guy that everybody loves. I wish I was that guy, but I'm not. I'm an asshole. Hope it goes away soon for the ear infection. Indeed. And Joe chiming in, 12% parlays. Better than antibiotics, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's where life really comes together when you know that high ABV barley wines cure everything. Now, an even funner subject, Keith. Worst beer you had this year?
Worst beer.
It's almost the same question because I'm like, oh, there's so many. How many? How could I choose?
Worst beer. I don't know. I don't know if I could say worst beer. Maybe most disappointing beer.
That works.
And I would have to say, I think this I think the Bond Brewing and Country Club one is kind of disappointing.
Wait, dude, we started this and you said you kind of liked it, dude.
No, I do. No,
you're
I
flip flopping.
No, I do.
You run for office?
I do like it, but it's not what I was expecting.
You can't say I do like it and put it in your worst beers of the year. That's this beer's pretty great. Oh, you sound like a politician right now. You need to own the hate, man. You need to be able to call shit out when you fucking see it. You can't just be nice all the time.
I'm trying to think.
Unless you're Joe. And that's why everybody likes him.
I don't know. It's been almost a year. Like it feels so short, but so long. But so I don't know.
Oh, see, Hatchie Malashi's chiming in. Not the most disappointing, the worst.
The worst.
He's throwing down the gauntlet. The worst beer you had this year. Just own it. Own it. Put your cojones on the table. Slap that fucking micro dick on the fucking counter.
It would have to be like some double IPA that was just like too sweet.
No, that's not. No, that's fucking wrong too. There's a difference between the beer you didn't like or the worst beer. There's a difference. You know. I don't know the answer, so I'm drilling you.
So my honest answer would be I don't know, because I try not to drink beers that I know I'll hate or that I know are bad. And I'm trying to think. There was probably all right. So honest answer. When the quarantine happened, I had a bunch of beer on this shelf, not in this basement though. And one of those was the worst. One of the ones that I drank off this shelf at the beginning of quarantine, like March, April, May, was the worst. I don't know what it was though.
That's the thing, man. Like I don't remember what mine is, but I know I don't know what it is, but there's an answer and I can't think of it because there's a beer review I did where I was just like, this is bad. I'm like, this is really bad beer.
Yeah.
Like really, really bad. And I'm like, it's so bad that like assholes that don't know what they're doing would make a face and try to play it up on a video. But I actually said that in a video. And I'm like, it's bad. Like, it's almost like a point where you would want to make a face, but only douchebags do that kind of shit.
Huh.
Like, it was bad. And I forget what the fuck it was. Let's put it this way.
All right. So the one.
No, I got an answer.
Oh,
I got an answer. Calm down. I don't know what that beer was exactly. So without me actually naming that beer, because not that I don't want to, I would name it. Let's just say it reminded me of a Soul Separatist beer. Go ahead, Keith.
Oh. The one beer that I can remember that, because I just saw Josh saying a beer you couldn't finish. The one beer that I remember having was that I couldn't finish was I think it was Uinta. Their Labyrinth, which is like a 10% black ale with licorice.
I love that beer.
Yeah, the one I had was like 5 years old, and it didn't taste anything like what it should have been.
I don't drink them till they're 10 years old.
I know. Well, no, I got it for
Or
like
5 years old. I mean,
I got it like someone was getting rid of it, so I gave him like $5 for it, and then I drank it, and I was like, "This is not good."
I
It
think
was
you're
like,
wrong.
no, because I love black licorice, and it didn't taste like that at all. It didn't even. I think
That
it was
kind of
not
makes sense because I hate licorice and I loved it. So
no, it was not. I did not enjoy that.
beer I couldn't finish. A lot of them, actually. And it's not like they're all horrible beers, but like when I do if I do beer reviews, I typically do like 4 when I sit down. So about like 3 to 4 days a week. I'll do like 3 to 4 beers, and I'll always kind of like, I'm like, this is not worth me finishing, like, because I'm already drinking 4 beers, so I'm like, I'll dump this and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of one. I mean, it'd probably be the same thing as the beer I couldn't finish. Honestly, it's gonna be the beer I couldn't finish is almost exclusively gonna be a tart sour beer, because there's such a gap between what's good and bad in the sour realm as opposed to a hazy. Like a bad hazy is just like, it tastes like sugar water half the time, or it might be oxidized, which is like, it sucks, but it's not like overtly offensive. But there's a lot of people don't understand what's good and bad about sours or tart beers, to where someone will make a sour beer and be like, we made a sour beer, it's great, and I'll drink it and be like, yeah, this is caustic and dangerous, and I just don't want to fucking drink it. You just think it's good because you made a sour beer. Like, you actually don't understand what's good about sour beers. So like, those are the ones that I actually usually dump, that are soul or separatist beers. Anyway, what about you? You already answered the question. I was just trying to be funny.
Oh,
okay.
I was like, I think I answered this already. But then I was like, was there another question? Maybe I missed something. I'm just.
Now, Hachimalash actually says this. He says, Keith, if you're going to review beer, you have to know the worst beer you've had. No, that's not true. You don't have to know the worst beer you've had because you haven't had your worst beer yet. You have to be open-minded enough to expect the next beer you'll have will be the worst beer you've ever had.
Honestly, probably the worst beers that I've had are just oxidized like IPAs and stuff that are just like, I don't mind a little oxidation, but like the ones that are like way beyond I can't think of the word. Way beyond saving, I guess. Or whatever. But yeah. Those are probably the worst beers I've had.
Joe giving me fair jab here, since I don't drink beer until they're 10 years old. Matt's motto when it comes to beer, it is very much my motto. It's not my complete utter motto in life, but I respect the I won't drink anything until it's 19 years old game. What style of beer you think will be big in 2021? My answer to this is somewhere between. It's a beer that doesn't exist right now. It's somewhere between non-alcoholic and session beer. It's gonna be. Someone's gonna figure out the process for 1 to 2% Kolsch, or it's not gonna be lager because you can't do lager in that amount of time, because it's going to be a combination of low ABV and enough impact to keep the drinker entertained, while also being a beer that you can turn and churn. So it's not going to be a straight up lager, because you need a minimum 2 weeks, if not 4 weeks. It should be 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. So it'll be ale yeast that you ferment cold, that you could spin in a week or two. That is 2 or 3%, something to basically battle seltzers and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a low ABV drinking beer that has a lot of hops and bullshit in it. That's the beer for 2021. What about you, Keith?
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be some sort of like exploding fruited sour hybrid with something else. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be some like really weird shit like that.
Isn't that a beer for 2020 though?
No,
Like you're just saying
no. I
beer
mean,
that's
like,
not-
no. You know how like. You okay over it? You're right.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to pour that clean the glass while I pour it, kind of thing.
Oh, all right. No, I think they're gonna go. I think they might double down on the fruited sour thing. I think that's what.
So you're thinking it's gonna go even more in the fruited sour?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like here's the like it's gonna be like when you squeeze the can, it's like Go-Gurt. It's not gonna be beer anymore.
Yeah, basically, it's gonna be alcoholic Go-Gurt. Basically, yeah. Yeah, that's something like that. Yeah. I think it's gonna get weirder before it gets more like practical.
Well, the reason why I say what I'm saying is because I think craft beer is getting to a period of time where it's actually starting to think about the not that it never thought about this, but it's starting to think more and more about the logistics of money, turnover, and what you can do. So you're talking about a COVID time. So COVID's not going to be over for another year at minimum. So you're talking about what can I do to make max profits that isn't, Jamba Juice sours, because those beers, as much as you could sell them on the secondary market, those breweries don't make that secondary market markup. You know what I mean? Like it's not like 450 North is making $90 a can or making whatever they make a can, $5-6 a can. So I'm thinking of a low ABV, relatively high impact as far as malt and hop goes, beer that people weren't going to want to consume ad nauseum. So you're talking about take Athletic Brewing's model with the non-alcoholic beer and add slightly larger alcohol to that. Get up to 1, maybe 2%. So it's not high in caloric intake. So it's people that don't like seltzer and but want to drink beer. So it's not high in caloric intake, but it has the echo of a porter, of a stout, of a IPA, of those kind of beers in a drinkable, chuggable package that you can spend a premium on. I'm looking at this from a business standpoint. And that's what breweries have done. Breweries have moved from hazies. You see all like the other halves of the world, the Equilibriums of the world, like all these kind of hype breweries, Trillium, Treehouse, all that stuff. They've slowly creeped deeper and deeper into lager, English ale, all those kind of beers that are basically less ingredients, slightly lesser price point, but lesser ingredients, but still a premium in price. So you're talking about, I can go get a Pilsner or Kel 6-pack for $7. Well, if Trillium makes a Pilsner, it's $14. So they're double the price point. Sure, it's a lager, so it takes longer. It eats up tank time. What I'm saying is they're probably going to try to do a beer similar to that is ale yeast, that is colder, that doesn't take up 2 months, 1 to 2 months, that you can turn in 2 weeks. That's going to be the beer that somebody can make that's lower ABV, impactful, and delicious, that can turn in 2 weeks. That's going to be the fucking beer.
Yeah.
Right, Taco?
I would hope so. That's what I'm hoping for. Like I want, that's what I want. That is not what I am expecting. I am expecting the opposite. I'm expecting some weird thing that I have no interest in. That's what. Yeah. Yeah.
Key's favorite subject. Anyone ever get some milkshake IPAs that taste like soap? Yeah. I can get soapy vibes. I think it's soapy vibes in the way of cilantro soapy, not like genuine soapy vibes. perceptional soapy, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
I think it's just an inherent trait of the combination of hops and lactose. That's just me spitballing. But I never got a beer that said this tastes like soap, but I'm like, it's kind of like a little soapy vibes. Have you had the drain pour beer this year?
Yeah.
You said you should change A to multiple. Yeah, I'm drain poured like I probably drain pour like a beer every week or two.
No.
I'm guessing, right?
Oxida every week?
Every week or two. I do a bunch of beer reviews though.
Oh
I
yeah,
drink,
you drink more a variety, more of a variety of beers. I would say I've drain poured a few, but mostly either it was aged beer that was aged too long, or it was oxidized beyond enjoyment.
See, my drain pours typically come from I don't want to fuck with this. Like I'll actually drink a beer a couple times and be like, why am I spending my time drinking this beer? I'm like, it's kind of like half-assed and mediocre, and I'm drinking it because why? And I'm like, fuck this beer. I'm like, I'll dump it. I'm like, I don't need to drink this shit. That's kind of where I land. Joe from the Beer Patrol, he's coddling Keith once again, being that Papa Bear, that nesting father of YouTube, trying to cultivate the warmness that is Keith's innards. Being like,
Thanks,
it'll be all right, man. It's gonna be all right. No one's gonna break you. We're not gonna break you. Hatchy Malachi saying we need a 1% session IPA. Yes, we fucking do. Or 20% affordable Imperial Stout to get us through this hell. I'm telling you, that is literally my vibe. Like, I'll be like, I want to drink table beer like all night, and then eventually I go, I want a Bourbon County Stout right now. I just want to drink that right now. Justin Rieger chiming in saying sour IPAs are the new. I think he's commenting on what's going to be next year's 2021 thing. I think sour IPAs are actually going to be on the decline. I think they actually had their heyday in 19 in the 20, and I think they're kind of gonna not go away, but just the Hudson Valley tart sour IPA thing. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Hudson Valley Brewing, if you want sour IPAs, yes you do. And best shelfie barley wine on the market. Best shelfie barley wine on the market. It's not even close. It's a fucking super simple answer, and I'm gonna make Keith answer it first, so I sound smarter.
I have no idea.
Okay, by far and away.
I was gonna say, can I say Narwhal? Or wait, Narwhal's a stout, right?
Imperial Stout, yeah.
Oh fuck. What's the fucking thing? I don't know.
Bigfoot?
Yeah, that.
By far and away. It's not even close. It's like not even fucking close. The best barley wine you can get off a shelf is JW Lee's. It's always on a shelf. No one ever gets it anywhere but a fucking shelf.
I can tell you. That is a barley one.
I could tell you 19 different places you can go right now to go buy JW Lee's off a fucking shelf. It's the best barley wine you can get off a shelf. It's not even close. It's not even fucking close. Yeah. Well, the only thing that comes close to that, the only thing that even creeps closer to that, minus these random, I found this random fucking crazy beer on the shelf. By me. I'm talking about consistently gettable, is probably some of the older, and they're considered it old ales, but they're barley wines, is some of the older anniversary brewery stuff. Your Sukers of the world, those kind of beers. You can find a bunch of shelf-turning brewery stuff, their anniversary stuff here and there. But man, JW Lee's, and it's not even JW Lee's Harvest Ale. It's like JW Lee's Harvest Ale Calvados cask, JW Lee's Harvest Ale fucking Lagavulin cask, Port Sherry cask. All those, you can find them. Like, I could literally, if you gave me a day and said, collect the widest array of barley wines, aged barley wines you could, I honestly think I can get like 40 to 50 unique era JW Lee's, like on a day. I could just go and be like, okay, I'll get this year, and just roll around the fucking area and find them. And they're so fucking good. They're so good. It's like, and it's almost like I don't even want to talk about it. I should delete this shit so other people don't go out and fucking buy it. You know what I mean? Like keep that shit a secret. Don't tell anybody about JWEs, man. Except for you guys. That shit's so good. It's like date figgy, funky, barrel aged fucking deliciousness right in your fucking mouth hole. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Joe knows.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think I
So
was in the
good.
mindset of like American stuff because we are talking about GABF. I think that was just like my.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you're gonna pay a premium for them. They're typically JWLEs. It doesn't like you're gonna range between $6 to $12 a bottle. 12 ounce, not even 12 ounce. I think they're 13. What are they? I think they're like less than 12 ounces.
It's 11.5 or whatever it is. 11.2.
9.3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I
so
mean.
that's even less.
Yeah. So like they short you a little bit, but it's worth every fucking red cent. Like if you said, hey,
I'm gonna let Matt talk about barley wine for a second. I'm gonna use the restroom.
have fun, Keith. But yeah, JWLEs, like it's like, you know, you're talking about like, you know, whatever, 10% or 10 ounce fucking bottle of beer, but they're so like they're so good. They're so fucking good. I mean, even Jerome's like, I found my first JWLEs on the shelf last week. Josh saying most underrated style of beer. What do you think about it, Jerome? Did you drink your JWLEs yet, or you're hoarding it and waiting for it? Because that's the thing. That's the best part about JWLEs is that like you're like, I don't know if I want to drink it. Fucking drink it. You want to know why? Because the same place you bought that one at is gonna have the rest of them when you go back there. Because no one fucking buys them. It's the beautiful thing about them is that no one drinks them, but they're fantastic. So you can drink them. It's not like you can be like, I can't drink this because I'm gonna never get another one. You know what I mean? Drink it, then go back and get more. That's the best part about them. Oh man, I'm buying.
That is true.
I'm buying the JWLEs tomorrow. I'm doing it. I'm buying a JWLEs tomorrow, and I'm doing a live review of it. That's what's happening.
All right, tell the people at home. Do you have a favorite vintage? Or tell me.
Honestly, like straight honest truth, no, because it's aged beer at its perfection. In that it's such a fucking dice roll. You know what I mean? Like I've had ones that I'm like, this is gonna be awesome, and it sucked. And I had ones that I'm like, this is gonna be mediocre, and it was the best shit ever. Like up here, like I have a shelf, like this whole shelf up here. You have Hardy's over here, you have JWLEs, you have Old Stock. So up here I have, this is a Harvest Ale from 98. This is a Harvest Ale from 99. I have a 2000. Like I have a bunch of different Harvest Ales up there, and like even the bad ones, the ones that tasted like swamp water, were fucking fun because it wasn't like you were drinking good beer, but you were like having an experience. So, all that being said, Lagavulin, 2004 Lagavulin cask. I have a super. I don't think I ever uploaded it. I have a review where I'm 2004. 2004 Lagavulin cask. So Scotch barrel cask. I think I have a review. I don't think I ever posted it where I'm fucking wrecked out of my mind reviewing it. And I might have to post that. Yeah.
Holy shit. Did you drink the Suarez Black Lager, the bone shirt?
Yes.
Man, that was fucking good.
I reviewed it about a year ago. And then I just chugged the shit out of the 2 cans that I got from you.
Oh. I wanted to review it and not drink it first, but I don't have that many beers in the fridge. So
I actually I think I reviewed that as a mystery beer.
Man,
and no, you know what? I did review it. I did review it as a mystery beer, and guess what?
What?
I actually said it was bone shirt before I fucking unwrapped it.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure I called that shit out.
I will never be that good at talking about beer. I'm just gonna, for anybody watching who's like interested in my channel, you are never going to get that from me. Ever.
I don't think anybody cares. I don't fucking care. So Jerome saying Harvest Ale, and this is the Jerome we set the Hill Farmstead to, by the way. This is Harvest Ale port cask.
I hope you enjoyed that Hill Farmstead too. Hope you enjoyed it.
He posted on Instagram and you liked it. You know he liked it.
No, I saw.
Trying to sandbag instead of a bitch. What?
What?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I saw the post where he got the beer mail, but then I saw he posted one of the beers. I think it was Everett. I just want to make sure. I'm just saying. I'm good.
Jerome saying he got 3 bottles of sherry cask. I'm a huge sherry, and they do basically JW's traditionally does Lagavulin, Calvados, which is apple brandy barrel, sherry, and I forget the other one they do. But I love sherry cask is fine. I like it. It's hit or miss for me. The Lagavulin and the Calvados cask are the two that really shine for me. Those are the ones that really kind of do me hot and bothered. And Hatchy Malachi says there's a lot of beers out there nowadays that aren't even considered barley wines, like 120 Minute and Double Two Hearted and Lagunitas Waldos. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I've always viewed 120 as an American barley wine. Double Two Hearted, and Waldos was more American strong ale for me, kind of akin to Hair of the Dog, that kind of thing. But it's, there's a lot of blurred lines when it comes to beer and classification and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
You will never get that kind of distinction from me either. I'll just be like, this kind of tastes like whatever. Glad to help you out, Jerome.
That's why they don't call him the best color man in the business. Anyway, Awesome Possum says, Matt, with 1 T, I fucking love you, brother. I love the 1 T, man. I know it is what it is, because that's what it is. You ever get beer sent to you from overseas that have no distribution in the States, specifically Portugal? Yes, very minimal though. I've had I'm trying to think. I had my buddy Remy from Dutch Beer Geek. He sent me some stuff that doesn't come over here, but it's a very, very few and far between. And it's awesome when I have that stuff come my way. But Portugal, I could not tell you a beer that I've gotten from Portugal that doesn't get distro over here. I mean, no. Short answer is no. Anyway, let's see. Josh Abrams says, one time I bought a $60 bottle of New Belgian Geisha coffee sour. Sucks for you, brother. Oldest old stock ale you've ever had. Do I have my oldest old stock? No, I've had older than this. This is a 2010. I've had older than that.
What was the one that I remember we had one when we went to Vermont last year. I wasn't having it because it was like at the end of the night.
I remember that.
I was like,
This is
not what I want to drink right now. It was at a Dock.
What was that?
Dock Bay
Dock Ponds. Dock Ponds.
Yeah.
It was. I'm looking at. Oh, it was a 2010. It's the same year as this one. Yeah. Look, it's right here. When we were at Dock Ponds, that's the fucking beer.
Oh,
Are
there
you
you go.
impressed? Are you impressed at how quickly I fucking brought that up?
Yeah, that was actually
It's
really
kind of
quick.
amazing. Yeah, Doc Ponds. This is that was 2010. I've had earlier versions of it, but man, old stock with a ton of time on it, some of the best beer out there. Sip on the other half, Dream, says Pat Lasky. I love other half, man. I mean, like Keith was like my other half dealer for quite some time, especially at the Get. And I wasn't a big other half guy back then, but I've grown into them. Go ahead, Keith.
I was gonna say, and every once in a while, I don't. Especially now with COVID, it's just like driving into New York is. I don't know.
Well, you see,
I'm not feeling it.
They started doing distro to PA.
Yeah,
I can order them to my work if you want.
Oh, there we go. I don't even have to do it. I don't even have to worry about it anymore.
Just let me know what you want, brother.
I like their lagers and stuff, but I don't really want to pay. I'd rather pay $16 for a Suarez lager than another half lager. So that's
Pat's also loving the content. Awesome Possum said Musa, maybe? I have no idea what that means. Let's see. Oldest beer I had was a 2001 Old Stock back in 2017. How good was that beer, Josh? Because that beer had to be fucking amazing. My favorite Old Stock story. This is my favorite Old Stock story. So, you okay, Keith?
Yeah. I don't know if my cat's being dumb or I don't know. I heard a noise.
My favorite Old Stock story. So I've told this before, but I'll tell it again. Was like there is a awesome restaurant in the Lehigh Valley called the Mint. It's actually right across the street from Abe's Cold Beer to Go, and I went there on a date with a woman. I forget when it was. It was probably around 2010 or so. No, probably earlier than that. So that might have been one of the earlier ones I had. Anyway, regardless, let's say 2008 for the sake of conversation. And I go there and I'm on a date, and it was a fine date. It was fun. It's not my wife, so it didn't end up being a positive thing, but we had a good time, me and the person I went there with. But when I looked at their beer menu and they had a really fantastic beer menu, they had North Coast Old Stock. And I was like, I got to order one of these. Sure, you're on a first date. Why not order a 12% barley wine? And I ordered it. And the waiter actually asked. He's like, I'm curious. He's like, we just got this beer in. He's like, do you like it? He's like, do you like it? I was like, actually, this is one of my favorite beers of all time. He's like, really? He's like, we've never had it here before. I was like, yeah. I was like, I fucking love this beer. But and then he laughed and came back a couple times and he said, so the beers you enjoy it? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, actually, not for nothing, but I'm like, this is one of the best ageable beers you'll ever drink. I'm like, so I don't know what you guys bought. Like, but if you bought like cases of this, or if you can get cases of this, as a beer lover, I'm like, you should buy a bunch of these and put them in your basement and just let them sit, because it's going to be a coveted, enjoyable beer years later. And he was like, he gave me he's like, we'll do that. Great. Thank you for the suggestion. And I laughed, and, I think it was like 8 years later. I hadn't gone back to 8 years later. I go back there with my wife. I think it was my wife I went back with. Anyway, I went back there like 8 years later, and I'm sitting down and I'm eating, and I go, and they asked me what I want to drink, and I said, actually, I was here like 8 years ago, and the waiter gave me a beer, and I said, hey, this is one of the better ageable beers. It wasn't on their menu for the beers you can buy. I'm like, the waiter gave me a beer, and I said, this beer is great, and it should be aged. I'm like, and he said he was going to throw a bunch of cases behind him. Like, do you think you might have one of those in your basement? And she went down and fucking found it. They actually put fucking cases behind, and they gave it to me, and they're like, "Yeah, no charge." They're like, "We have no idea how you even know this fucking beer is down there." And it was fucking awesome. So it was like when the waiter originally told me he was gonna, like, "Yeah, we'll do that." I'm like, "Yeah, he's just placating me, trying to be nice and just trying to play up for a tip." But they actually genuinely put the fucking beer to the side. Now, I didn't want to be a douche and be like, "Hey, you have these beers down there." But I'm like, I actually, I was like, "Fuck it." I'm like, I mentioned this. I'm like, he said he was going to put some aside. And they said, "Yeah, we found it." And it came out and it was fucking awesome. So, yeah, Old Stock's been one of my favorite beers of all time, especially with a ton of age on it. And it's actually one of the beers that makes me the most angry because I see it all the time and I never buy it. And I never put it in my cellar because my cellar's in my belly. Anyway, what about you, Keith? Oldest beer you've had? You can't remember?
Oldest beer.
Probably a triple block we shared, right?
Oh, yeah. The
97?
No, the with triple block. What was that?
Sam Adams triple block. The blue.
Oh,
bottle,
yeah.
This thing.
Yeah. That's probably
Yeah. The bottles I had were 97, so that's probably old, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Garden Carlos that we opened. It
was 2001.
Yeah. I was gonna say that, but yeah. I still have some of that Sam Adams triple block.
That thing right there. Oh, let me.
Yeah. The the thing behind all the things. Yeah. I actually use the triple block. What I have left, I actually use it for cooking. I put it.
It's the best cooking beer ever, man. I marinated a steak in triple block once for 2 days, and it was the best steak I ever fucking had in my life. Yeah, well, it's soy sauce, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Joe from Beer Patrol chiming in. 2009 Old Stock Cellar Reserve is one of the best Old Stocks ever. So fucking immaculate. He'd be talking about this beer right here. This beer is so fucking good. I don't know how it aged, but I drank this probably in 2011. Maybe? No, I probably drank it relatively fresh. That beer was fucking awesome. Awesome Possum saying you need to check out Musa from Lisbon. Matt, they're doing some cool shit. Master Brewer used to be a master brewer at Penn Brewery. Penn Brewery, like from Pittsburgh? Penn? Like Penn Brewery from Pittsburgh? Because, and I'm not saying the beers are awesome or not awesome, but Penn Brewery in Pennsylvania is viewed as like Budweiser or Coors. That's how they're viewed as far as a production brewery. And there's been a ton of great brewers that have come out of, Coors and Budweiser and all those kind of breweries. I'm not saying that he doesn't know what he's actually doing, because some of the best brewers have come out of like Budweiser and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, Keith.
Yeah.
I got to pee again, brother.
All right. We usually don't go this long. We usually cut at like 2 hours or less. Sorry, my phone is vibrating. Yeah. I can't really talk on what we were talking about, so I have no idea. Old barley wines and stuff. Most of the old stuff that I've had is from Matt. And I don't know. All I want to drink is lager. That's all I want to drink. That's it. I don't know. I'm drinking this Bone Shirt black lager from Suarez. It is so good. So good. And yeah. And this is, if you want to check me out at 93 Lumber, you can do that. Spelled out. 93 spelled out. And this is the type of energy you can expect over there. You know. Yeah. Matt forgot to mute his mic so I can hear him coming back. As can you all.
I am going to lose you for about 1 minute because I need to reset my internet here, which means I'm going to go away for about a minute, but it'll come back shortly.
Does that mean I'm going to be in this live stream by myself?
Certainly.
All right. Did he go away already? Are people still here? Did the whole thing go away? Am I still? Is this still live? Oh God, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I woke up from a nightmare and I was what is it? I don't know. Oh, you guys are still here. Oh, God. All right. Yeah, so Matt's gone for, there he goes. So Matt's gone. I can't even click on the comments. I can't get rid of that comment, or not get rid of it, but like move on from another comment because that's Matt's thing. So hold on. Let me just try to, like, I'm not going to touch on like specific things, but if there's something I want to try Suarez so bad, Palatine pills or qualified pills, I would probably go Palatine or Palatine, whatever, because it's the not hoppy one, which the qualify I don't find like super hoppy, but it is different. So I would probably go Palatine. Still here. Excuse me. We're still here. Please give us more content. All right. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. You're here. Thanks, Joe. Sometimes I forget where I am, so that is helpful. Palatine. Bills. Yeah. So I would go Palatine or Palatine, however you oh God. All right. Everyone, stop talking about Matt. He's back.
I didn't think they were getting other half on the shelf in New York.
They do some places. I know. I don't know how long it lasts, but I know that Halftime Beverage gets it. I don't know. Well, Joe's out in Western PA, Western New York. So I don't know what it's like out there, but I know like there are certain like bigger beer distributors in New York that get other half, and I think it has to do with people not wanting to drive into New York to like stand in line, because people don't stand in line. But now that COVID's a thing, they don't even want to pre-order and then drive into New York.
Let's see what we got here. Jerome saying Matt needs to do an episode of going over his wall of bottles. I'll do that. Actually, I never thought about that before. So I'll actually do that. What happened to the award? What happened to the award you used to put out, Matt, for the best beer categories you used to do for the channel and podcast for the year? probably better than this year's GABF. That comes at the end of the year, man. I do them end of the year awards. My best of. You might have missed it, which is probably a fail on my end. But like every year, I film like my best of shelfies, my best of this, my best of that. I did this year. Not only did I do it as a live stream, I didn't actually do them, and I'll probably do them as live streams moving forward because it's way easier. I did them as live streams, but I also named them really weird. Like I had this like weird Festivus theme, like the feats of strength and that kind of thing. So I think when people are like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" It has nothing to do with beer. So you might have missed it. They're there. They're actually me sitting there talking about my favorite shelfies, my favorite barley wines, all that kind of stuff. But it's just, I don't know. But you'll see them again probably around Christmas time. I'm actually probably going to do them. I had this weird kind of like obsession that I had to wait to the end of the year. Like I couldn't post them or do them until like January 1st. A lot of like online magazines or pop culture sites. I'll be like the best beer of the year, and it'll be like July, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? It's the best beer of the year. It's like fucking halfway through the year. I'll probably do them this year in December. I'm not going to wait until January because I am planning to actually take off half of December from work. I have the time, I can do it. And I figured, fuck it, I'll take off like a half a month. And I'll probably be like, okay, I'll just do them then. So probably right around Christmas time, you'll see a bunch of them come up this year. But last year's are there. Joe from Beer Patrol. I drank a bottle in 2015, I think. We did a vertical, a bunch of old stocks. And 2009 Cellar Reserve was the best. Such a good beer, man. That is actually good, pretty good, especially their limited issue stuff in like Chocolate Meltdown. Not arguing with you there. Impromptu long stream, Keith. Be assertive. Take the show over. This is about you talking about whatever. Who cares?
Wait,
I want to try Suarez.
Something about lagers though.
Talk passionately about lagers like Matt talks about. Keith likes lagers because of me, motherfucker. Come on now, talk about lagers.
Kind of, yeah.
And I'll teach you guys how to pour lager. It's very, very hard to pour lager.
You pour half of it in the glass, and then you pour half of it on whatever surface you're pouring it on.
That's a lager pour right there. Look at that. Look at how clear and crisp that is. How do you expect to get that level of clarity when not having a pour that epic? I mean, come on now. Fucking lager pours. Anyway. Josh wants to try Suarez. Awesome Possum says still here. Abram says still here. I assume that's you complaining about people leaving.
Oh, I was like, I don't, because you froze, and I was like, I don't know what happened.
I told you I was gonna leave though.
No, I know. I know. But like it froze for a second, so I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm here," because like you froze and then the comments stopped. So I was like, "I don't
Everybody's like talking you down off a ledge right now, and like it's like, sorry about that. Full screen, Keith. Your energy is electrifying. If you could only drink one more beer for the rest of your life, which one? What's your answer, Keith?
So one beer. So I could have one more beer, and that's the last beer.
No, he's talking about like one beer, and that's the only beer you could ever have. That's my assessment. I don't think it's like you have one beer and then you're done, because then that's the end of your life, regardless. So who gives a fuck?
Oh no, it's like you could only drink. Oh, yeah. If you could only drink one more beer for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have an epically cultivated answer to this, so you go first.
You might want to answer first, because I might have to.
No, I'm gonna wait for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the tense environment that you struggling with your hand just pushed against your forehead, like it's like some like epically thought out thing. Like I just want to wait for this. waiting.
I would say all right. So I would say probably. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. It's either I would say it's either I want to drink. I've never actually had it before, but I have enough trust to be I guess I shouldn't pick a beer I've never had before. I would say one of the lagers from Hill Farmstead, either Poetica. I forget what was the other one we had. Memoria. I think Poetica was the better one.
Memoria was fucking really good.
Yeah. Whichever one was better, like that one. I want to drink that forever.
Okay.
But they have a dark lager that I've never had called Rhetorica, and I feel like that might be the beer that I would always want to drink forever. But I've never had it, so I don't know. So I'm gonna go with one of the ones that I've had, and if Memoria was the better one that we had. I remember we both had it and we both agreed that it was the better one. So whatever that one is, either Poetica, I think it was Poetica 2 or Memoria. So yeah.
Okay. My answer is a bit of a cop out here.
Miller High
Okay.
Life.
No. So I thought about this. I think because it's the desert island beer is like a very popular question to ask when people like beers. So I've asked brewers that, people have asked me that. So it's kind of a thing that goes back and forth. And one day, it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, what would that actual fucking beer be? Because you're talking about a desert island beer, like the only beer you could ever have for your life. So I came down to, like, I thought about it. I didn't come up with an actual beer. I came up with the brewery. And it's not so much that I'm saying I can only drink this brewery's beer. I'm like, it's probably going to be one of this brewery's beers. So it's not like I'm copying out, like, I could have all these breweries' beers.
Yeah.
So there's a brewery in Belgium called the Dull. And it's a DE and space and DOLLE. And what they make is Belgian golden ales. But they make them relatively hoppy. So they make the Dull Stille Nacht. They make the Dull Ore beer. They make a bunch of different beers. But their Ore beer is like, it's higher in ABV. I think it's like 8%. But their beers, like specifically, I think it's the Ore beer, like is like one of the most transformative beers I've ever had. So if I have it fresh, it drinks like a session pale ale. But if I have it with a year on it, it drinks like an IPA. Then I have it with 2 years on it, it drinks like a Belgian golden ale. If I have it with 5 years on it, it drinks like a barley wine. So I always pick that beer because I'm like, at least I get a variance. You know what I mean? It's so like it's like, because in my brain, when you talk about the desert island beer, it's not like, oh, here you can have this beer all the time whenever you want. It's like, here's a lifetime of beer, you now have it. And I'm like, I think it would be cool to have this cool beer that would develop over years and years. That would be awesome fresh, that would be awesome not so fresh, but would be awesome aged and be awesome like long haul aged, so I could like experience it over time and time and time again. And it's a great beer from the beginning to end. So that's my answer, is the Dull Ore beer. That would be my beer. Okay, let's move on. Anyway, Keith's the best. Keith's the fucking best. Anyway, Joe chiming in, say, yeah, Wegmans has on the shelf something different locally. He's talking about other half. Oof. Let's see if we have anything. Matt's slow pour is art. I mean, That's how you do it right there. That's the king of the slow pour right there. Let's see. I've been drinking 11% beers all night, so keep the stream going. Yeah, I'm really pumped that you're still here. Desert Island beer. I appreciate the deep thoughts of Keith's replies. Awesome Possum saying, stupid answer for that question. Go ahead, Keith.
No, I actually try to think of an honest answer when I am asked questions.
See, and here's the thing. Awesome Possum actually says he would pick Guinness Stout.
Extra stout.
Or Guinness Extra Stout, fine, whatever. And I actually think that's a good answer. The only flaw in your logic, Awesome Possum, is if it's a desert island, do you have refrigeration? Because Guinness is actually a fantastic beer, but you need refrigeration for it. And by that, I mean ice cold Guinness is a great summer beer. Room temp Guinness is a great, like, dark, late fall kind of beer. And you could, depending on the temperature you keep it at, it's a great beer for any occasion. Like, if you give me an ice cold Guinness, I'm like, I'll drink that golfing and barbecuing. I'm like, I'll chug the shit out of that. And it's like almost like a session beer. So that's like
it is. It's like 3.5, right? 3.5.
Yeah.
It's session, basically.
I think it's 4 and change. But Kent Beer Reviews. Brother, if you want to chime in real quick, join us. Because we'd love to have you. Just chug a beer. We're not going to talk about anything else but chugging beers. So I'm actually going to see if I can get Craig in here. If he wants to come in. He doesn't have to come in. Let me see if I can actually get him a direct message. Keith, talk.
I am talking. I'm saying words. And Matt is doing things. And that's Craig, right? Craig from Kent Beer Reviews? Yes. Yeah. And Craig might be joining us. So that'll be cool.
Well, I wouldn't say he's going to be joining us. I'm just saying I'm going to invite him in.
No, I said might. He might be joining us. Maybe. Possibly. I'm just looking at the comments, seeing if I can comment on anything. Speaking of others, may have tried to.
The Gar? I don't think I've had the Gar triple. And actually, speaking of Belgian beers, I'm gonna put this out there because I'll be that asshole. I'll be that dick. If anybody out there in Europe wants to send me a Rochefort triple extra, you should do that. You should do that right now. So for those that don't know, Rochefort is one of my favorite breweries of all time. They, had their Rochefort 6, 8, and 12 or Rochefort 10, sorry. And I love that brewery. They're the best quad brewery going. I love the shit out of them. And they released their first beer in fucking 100 years. Their triple extra. I reached out to the United States distributor for Rochefort is Merchant de Vin. And I'm pretty, I know them. And if I ask them for something, they typically send them my way. And they're a year, if not longer, away from getting that beer in. They're like, if we get it, if we pass all the fucking laws that lets us get this beer in, then we'll have it. Like it takes that long to get those European beers actually licensed in the United States. So if you're feeling frisky, send me that shit. Anyway,
You could send one for me too if you like.
No. If you send doubles, I'm going to drink them both. So anyway, Josh Abrams actually wrote, "Is Sam Adams' Utopia worth the price and hype?"
I don't think so.
I think so. I think so with an asterisk, because there's a little loophole that you can do if you're savvy enough in the United States, and if you're willing enough in the United States, that you can essentially get a bottle of Utopias for less than $100. If I said you can get Utopias for, oh, Keith, you're fantastic, you bastard. Would I spend myself $100 or $250 for a bottle of Utopias? No. Would I spend $100 on a bottle of Utopias? Yes. That's it. That's the end all be all, because it's not carbonated. It's not like, it's not beer in the sense that you don't have to drink it once you open it. You don't have to drink it. So, if you're going to spend a decent amount of money on it, like, $100, then I think it's absolutely 100% worth it. But $250, no. So, and as Joe's saying right here, Utopia is worth the Canadian price, baby, and that's what he's talking about. So the Canada has their own kind of liquor or beer, whatever you will call it, any kind of spirit distribution. So they have the what's it? Fucking Canada? It's not LCBO. It's oh God, I can't believe I'm forgetting this right now. But anyway, so there's certain states in the United States that actually have like government-run liquor stores. Pennsylvania is one of them. There's a couple other ones. Now think about if the whole country had state-run liquor stores. That's how Canada works. And the way they do Utopias is about every 2 years they get a huge bulk run of it, and they basically sell it for LCBO is what Joe just chimed in with, and they sell it for $85 or no $115 Canadian, which is like $85 American. So after shipping and all the bullshit you have to pull off, you end up getting a bottle of fucking Utopias for $100. I'm 1 billion% fucking okay with that price point. Now, the caveat with that is that you have to have somebody from Canada that was willing to send it to you, because you as an American can go on LCBO's website, you can order it, you can pay for it, but you have two options. You could either set it so somebody's going to go pick it up, and they have to be Canadian, or you can have it shipped to somebody's house, and that person can take that package and repackage it and ship it to you. And for $100, I think it's 1,000% worth it. It's a great beverage. It's not beer. It's more cognac than anything else. It's like a liquor. It's like scotch. But to have a glass of that and sit, just kind of sip on it, it's fucking awesome. Awesome. I shared that with you, right, Keith?
Yeah, we had some. It was a while
What
ago.
do you think? What did you think of it, though?
That was like 2019, 18, right? That was 18.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it was whatever it was. It was like last year. I probably shared it the beginning of last year, if not the late of the year before. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago. A year and a half ago.
It was all right. I'm not like a huge liquor person, so it was fine. Yeah. I've got what I enjoy over here.
Bar Hill? I don't like Bar Hill, man.
Single malt and gin. It's Caledonian Spirits. It's the same it's the same spear barrels that Hill Farmstead and Muckraker uses. I'm gonna use
Best beer that doesn't require refrigeration.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Okay, go ahead. So the question for the desert island is, what the best beer you have that requires no refrigeration? So lagers are out, IPAs are out. No refrigeration. I mean, I don't think any beer can go no refrigeration. I almost think that like you have to find like cave. Like you're in a desert island, you go find that cave, you make your own little beer cellar there. You're like a chipmunk or a fucking weasel or a fucking porcupine. You fucking dig in there and find your own little fucking cool space to fucking put beer into. But if what you're asking is the most temperature stable beer, oh, that's a hard one. Yeah.
What?
I think Joe actually has the answer here, and it's just hook up an IV at Sukaba and leave me on that island. I think that's probably the best answer. Just like a main vein version of coconut, delicious barley wine. Just barley wine. Yeah, just an IV, a barley wine IV is what I think I'm looking for right here. So, what about you, Keith?
But is there an actual? Because if it's a desert island, it's got to be like what 80 plus degrees. Is there a beer that can serve like that? Would
well, I already talked about like while you were taking the dump. I already talked about like finding like a cave and digging like your own little personal like beer cellar in the cave to where it's temperate and it's not like over. So we're talking about like 60-ish degrees.
All right.
It's farmhouse ale at that point. Just so you keep a soft little 4% farmhouse grisette floating in it. Yeah. Clara. There we go. Clara.
I would prefer, even though I think this year they aged in oak puncheons, I would prefer a non-oak puncheon. I prefer the non. I think they're all good, but having a mustache makes my nose itchy because sometimes the hair just like sticks straight up into my nose.
That's your dump power coming through right there. You're straight up dump power.
Thanks, Joe. Joe's my hype man.
So Josh says, have you seen Brewdog and Schrushbrau's collab beer at 57%? Thoughts? I want to try it because I love Eisbach.
Is it Remy? Beer Geek?
Remy covered it.
He just did a review of it, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that did reviews of it, and
I don't like Beer Dog or
Brewdog. Yeah,
Beer Dog. Brewdog. Beer Dog.
What's up, Beer Dog? There's a cool world that exists in beer distillate, which is what I think this beer is actually getting into. So for those who don't know, like if you actually go look up like a lot of what Demolin does, I think Struce might do a bunch of it too. They do a lot of what's beyond like common icebacking, which is what typically your higher ABV beers have been. And by icebacking, I mean they take like a huge beer and they freeze it, pull the ice, and what's left behind is a higher alcohol version of that. They've started doing like beer distillate, and like I said, like Demolin's like a big one. Struce has been doing it to where they've been doing these kind of like what you'd expect to get like a hot sauce out of, like those like 4-ounce bottles of like hot sauce, your typical hot sauce shaker bottle. They've been doing like a lot of beer distillate in those bottles, which is like super hyper concentrated beer distillate for years. And it seems like a few breweries are kind of catching on to that and trying to do like the biggest ABV beer ever. Because there's this weird brewery that I think hit like almost 100% alcohol on a beer, but it's not really beer. So it seems like the Schrossbacher Brewdog is like a recalculation of what beer is and whether it's good or tasty or whatever. That being said, I want to try it. I want to try it, obviously. I want to drink it and I want to talk about it, but we don't get it over here. I haven't seen it anywhere over here, so
we should
leave it up to European guys to fucking pass judgment.
Was it coming like 12 ounces?
It's like in a swing top bottle, like a Grolsch top bottle. It looks like it's bigger than 12 ounce, but smaller than 500 milliliter. Like it's somewhere in those range. I don't know what it actually is. It's probably 12 ounce.
We should split it and then go lay out in the fields.
Well, I think we should smoke it like crack, but that's a man.
I'm up for either. Whatever gets me those views.
Chris Schofield wants you to wash your hands, by the way.
You should absolutely wash your hands. It's too sweet.
Yeah, it's like wouldn't mead be a better option for an island, but
I mean maybe
who the fuck wants to drink mead?
I mean maybe
like
for
some cosplaying like fucking Renaissance guy. Like
well,
fuck
like
that shit.
could maybe he's talking like as far as storage goes, like you could just have mead. Oh,
twist
off.
Twisties.
Straight from the bottle.
You're
gonna lose so many subscribers over that. Having a mustache makes my nose. I need to make that my banner on my YouTube.
See,
page.
here's the thing, like Joe clarified himself saying like not noise, nose, but noise is way better. It makes my nose itchy. Like that's like so much better than nose. It's like the noise that tumbles out of his mouth is way itchier because of that stash.
Is there a way to screenshot this? Can we screenshot this? Can you screenshot this? Can I screenshot this? I don't know.
So there's this thing called Control Print Screen. I don't know if you ever heard of it before.
I don't.
Yeah.
Did you do it? Is that what
And
you did?
Awesome Possum says, "Hey, craft meaderies are on the come up." I know they're on the come up. So is McDonald's and crack cocaine. I just don't fuck with them.
I don't know how you can drink something that sweet, like all the time.
I like mead, but I like mead in the same way I like fucking cocaine. Like in very small doses every now and then, like once a year.
Yeah. Like it's I think it tastes good, but I just want a very little bit of it because
and Josh with the most important question of the night: did Keith ever set up his OnlyFans account? Yes, he did. It's Strawberry Swickle Beer. Strawberry Swickle Beer, baby.
If I do ever start an OnlyFans account, it will be under that name, Strawberry Swickle Beer.
You should start one though and post beer reviews. No, I'm dead serious. And see what happens. Because people are like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm gonna die.
All right, I need to write this down because I'm gonna forget. Where's I had a piece of paper on here. Oh, here it is. All right.
I'm not gonna do a video like this from the beginning. Like I'm not gonna actually. That's it. That's the beer review. There you go.
That's super weird because it's not focusing on the bottle.
I know.
It's weird. Is there a reason it's not doing that? Is it too close? Is that why?
So the Brewdog beer is a 400 ml bottle. I don't know what 400 ml means. European assholes. 40 ml.
It's gotta be small, right? It's gotta be like what's that?
1.3 ounces. Really?
Oh, that's less than 2. Jeez. I mean, that's probably
but the bottles are big though. That doesn't make sense. Anyway,
maybe they had some bigger bottles, but most of them were smaller. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to see what I can figure out.
Or they put less than 2 ounces in like a huge bottle.
Oh, okay. I think I'm done, dude.
No, it's been 3 hours.
Holy shit! It's 10 o'clock.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I gotta go suck at golf on fucking the internet real quick.
I have to go get back to uploading my video. I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to be uploaded today. Maybe. It might.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody who tuned in, this is pretty fucking awesome. Actually, this is probably one of the more funner videos we did. I think that like the whole GABF thing was pretty funny. So maybe we'll actually like once every week or two pick like some kind of live stream and just rip the shit out of it for fun. That might be fun. Just be assholes, but whatever. Go check out this guy over here.
Yeah, 93 Lumber. Do it.
Spell it out with words, not numbers.
Yeah.
Because that's or you can look at the comments and see what's what. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little chat. Hopefully you guys had a good time hanging out, drinking some beers. Hopefully you're drinking some High Life right now.
Or some Suarez Pilsner.
Yeah. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.